Hey Jada. First indeed. Hey Unico. Getting my beverage sorted. Hold tight. Hold. Oh. Toast. Toast. Refilling water. Happy Easter, indeed. What's up, Tripper Dan? Good to see your name back in chat. Hope things are going swell. Oh. Let's see, does this work? Challenge. Yep. We're gonna gotta get the Streamlabs spot up. Regal with and before. We'll check this. Oh yeah, that works. Hi, Star Journey. Our Toost viewer today.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle
Happy Easter Day. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. I actually need to get
Welcome.
some sustenance in game.
Retrieval system. Your vehicle has been used to install. Please visit us.
Make sure I don't starve. Oh, what's happening, folks? We're gonna switch the camera up here just a little, bring it a little closer. Hi. Happy Easter Sunday, everybody. We're in for an interesting treat today. So I'm gonna be surveying most of the day. Yeah. So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna find rocks, and I'm gonna hand them off to people. To go break. Part of it is because I need to get recordings for the surveying gameplay, which will be used in an upcoming mining tutorial series. But also because there's a lot of new players out there, and I want to simplify the process. So, like, I'll explain how surveying works and some of the data we're collecting, and then push that into, getting players started with their first break, helping them understanding what to collect, what not to, and all of that. So. I am hitting my goal today is I want to generate over 500 points for myself in the Realist Survey Corps, put myself on the leaderboards and kind of have that going. That requires survey data to be put into rocks, and I think it'll be pretty easy to hit that, but we're going to get as many points as we can and shoot those out. So, yeah. We have that going on. It is a free flight, so everyone has access to a MISC prospector, and that's what I'm going to be out there surveying in right now. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one. Coming up, I don't have any streams planned for the middle of this week. I have Monday night. Tomorrow night we're gonna be doing salvage with the Misfortune. And showing people how that works. That's also one of the free flight ships. And beyond that, the next time you'll see me is probably going to be on Friday night for the org event night that we've kind of been doing. I don't have a plan just yet on what we're doing. We've done the Hathor mining lasers before. And yeah, so we may try to go back to that. I would like to be able to be involved in more of like the laser tower alignment and the battery transit. I've seen the, kind of the inside of the laser power up. I've pushed the big red button, but I want to get some other perspectives throughout the event, and that way I can maybe do a video on that. Yeah, thank you, Jerem Gonio. Welcome, everybody. So, beyond this week, we do have the Red Legion Rumble, which I am planning for Sunday, May 11th. So that is, what, in 2 weeks? 2 weeks now? Yeah, no, 3 weeks. So I'll be doing some recording this week. I'll put out a promo video, and you'll see that over my next couple of streams with the Red Legion Rumble 4th annual. And we're going to be saving some money up for the prizes there. And I've got a couple of ship giveaways and stuff that'll happen. I will have some gameplay or some game keys, courtesy of Toby. Unfortunately, with the tariff situation right now, both of my sponsors, VKB and Toby, have, they can't commit to anything because that shit's going crazy. And Toby is actually in the middle of a Toby Bonanza. I don't think I've gotten signed up for it yet. I will, since that will be a way for you guys to earn game keys. So, just confirming there with my rep from Toby to get me set up for that. So yeah, I will be demonstrating how that all works survey-wise, regolith-wise. I'm just looking forward to the next couple of streams and a whole bunch of recordings this week. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some of those videos put out finally. 4.1.1 live. I mean, it's in PTU. I think they're going wave 1 and 2 right now. They'll be expanding that wave 3 probably pretty soon, or kind of just go open. I didn't see any specific problems that would have been roadblocks there, but that, of course, is from my limited experience. I only played PTU a little bit, so there was a few things I did notice were funky, but honestly, CIG's pro. So let's go ahead. We're gonna get into game, and first thing I'm doing is I'm hitting the burrito bar. That's right. That's right, because Red's thirsty. Okay. Put a couple of these back. Make sure. Yeah, there we go. See, I've got it. MRE.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
A couple of those. We're 7 subscribers away from the goal right now. Trying to get up to 170. Usually we can hit that on Sundays. It's pretty easy. Big viewerships. People like mining apparently. So I'm gonna pop into the stream ops chat and we'll get started talking here. Make sure my settings, voice and video, push to talk. Okay, a lot of destroyed ships. Let's go make this happen. So Mist Prospector, I've got 1 and 2. 1 is the polar paint. 2 is currently the is it the outbreak paint or something? And it will be a 4-hour long stream today.
I'm still like,
I've got a hard cutoff at noon because while it is Easter Sunday, I'm not I'm not celebrating the religious aspects of it. What I am celebrating though is the Easter Bunny and the ability for my daughter to go find Easter eggs with candy and just have a fun little. We bought her a set of like bunny ear like headband thing. We're going to pick up Easter candy. And while we were there, they just had the little earband with the fluffy and kind of stuffed bunny ears. And she wore that, and she thought it was the coolest, silliest thing ever. She basically, like, 90% of the way through the store, she had it on. Right near the end, she like, was a little over it, but, like, didn't want to have me set it down, so I put it on my head and checked out with the bunny ears on my head. Which I did actually scan. I made sure to do that because otherwise that's shoplift. Oh, what's up, guys?
Hey.
So, I'm on my way over to Yella right now. That's going to be where I'll do most of the surveying. And if you guys have... yeah. If you've got your prospectors or any other mining ship you want, welcome to start heading that way.
yep. It'll take a little bit, but I'll get there.
Yeah. I figure I'll get in, start surveying, show a little bit about how that works with the regolith system. Now, Protostari, this is your first time mining?
No, I've been mining for a while now, but I'd like to join these to get some tips and tricks, right? Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, glad to have you joining us, and
Thank you.
Yeah, if you're familiar with the regolith.rocks system already, or have you used that?
I know of it. I haven't used it too much, candidly.
Okay. So in the Discord general chat, I posted a link to join my session for today. So, close out some of these others. When you load in, you can join the session, and then I'm going to set my vehicle here. So, you join, and what we do is we enter our survey finds in this scouting panel, and based on that, it estimates the value of the rocks there. We can talk about, you know, how many prospectors or moles it might take if it's a multiple cluster. But usually we find like 1 or 2 good rocks that's worth going out to. I'm going to be entering everything. If it's a cluster that doesn't have any good rocks, I'll just mark it as depleted, but I'm at least entering the data so that it can generate the overall ore types by location table, which is kind of what we're using now for the overall survey stuff. Yella doesn't have a whole lot of data on it right now. It looks like we've had just 4 people surveying, 38 clusters with 75 rocks, compared to Selin, which has 240 clusters and 672 rocks. So a lot of missing data on Yella, and that's where we're going to be filling in today. Generally, we're going to have, you know, similar percentage chances to, you know, other areas. So that's what we're going to be surveying, trying to increase our data quality for Yella. And yeah, we'll just be using that. When you get to the refinery, you can then enter your work order, and it's got the optical character recognition stuff, so like it reads the text from screen captures. That's really slick, and really automates that. When you place the order, you're going to see a 10% share for security that's automatically included. We generally have a security team and medical support. We do want to run security today because there's a free flight event. People aren't worried about, you know, having their reputation on their main account messed up because they screwed with us. But yeah, it's 10% that we charge for the security team. That's just to help them with missile restocks and pay them for their time. And everyone who puts orders in pays that 10%. And then if you find a rock for someone, or if you pick a rock up that I found, we usually charge a 15% survey fee or finder's fee. So, but that's probably a lot easier than having to find your own rocks. And so what I do is I like to start from the pole and kind of head down onto the daylight side and avoiding outposts. So we will get set up over there. I have just arrived at Yella. And down at the planet to the right is the sunrise. We see here actually ArcCorp 157 will be an okay spot to start. I'm going to use it as an anchor and just kind of, I'll cut power part way through. Right about here. Okay.
Yeah, Regolith is a pretty good site. My gosh, it's got so many features.
Yeah, so it's developed by Ray Chaser from the United Earth Mining Corp. I had previously been able to data mine directly from the game files as far as what location data was at. That was all on the client, so it was stuff you downloaded every time a patch updated. But with 4.0, that is now all moved server side, so I no longer have the ability to explore. I think I pissed off one too many people. Okay, let's get into survey mode. And actually, I'm gonna fire up my OBS here. Okay. We'll get this ready. And we're gonna switch this.
So you said you're going to pull us in.
If you guys are at menu, get a party invite. I think was it Jada or Perf that was party lead?
Perf.
Yeah, so I'm already in, but yeah. If you're not there, you can get Perf with the party invite or shoot me a friend request and just join on server.
Yep, no, I'm good.
I just sat down. Did I miss something?
Protostari needs a party invite.
I got it. I'm going to join.
Yeah.
I'm joining. Yeah.
Okay, first signal, 9200. Five rocks on a hill. All right, found a nice deposit. Let's go ahead, we'll get scans. I'll read all the data first, and then I'll work on getting it captured for Regolith.
Bit donation received.
Proton Star, happy Easter from Europop, and I hope your mining weekend is going well. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate the 200 bits. Yes, we are just getting started, and really quite good. Quite good vibes today. That's I slept pretty well last night. All right, got a direct scoopable Bexelite, a couple of percentage points there. A good Terranite rock. All right. So we're going to go ahead and add from capture. Okay, we're going to start screen sharing and tell it to share my Star Citizen window. Okay. And there we go. That all looks pretty accurate. We got nice 2767, 17 resistance, 3266 instability.
Gem from last night finally showed up in my backpack.
45% aluminum inert. Good.
Yeah, that was fun last night. We were geo mining for quite a while.
Add from capture. All right, so who do we have right now that's out supporting? Okay.
Perf is, I'm just at Microtech, just came to Microtech. I'm going to switch out to my mole, and then I'll be out to you.
Okay.
So I'm probably 15 minutes out still.
Kind of rotating a little bit so that the backdrop on the text is higher contrast.
Hopefully sooner. Mole's all ready to go. I just
282.
have to switch to it.
Bex. Okay. We got 5 rocks. Nice. Hey, Canadian Maverick. Sometimes the resistance at 0, it treats it like a null instead of 0. add this run from capture. We'll go ahead and submit that. Use and 0 for the autofill. Okay. So this first one, there is a Terranite rock that will be pretty easy to manage. A Bexlite that's direct scoopable, but overall, I think we're less than a. Let's see. Less than a prospector load. This Terranite rock is only 14 SCU, so. Go ahead and add it. So I've got 5 scans, 1 cluster, 130 points. I'll probably just... we got Kavota in the waiting room. Let me get him in. What's up? Okay, so I'm just using my right twist axis to increase or decrease laser power. Want to hit that charge level into the green without going over. We see it start filling in from the right side and outside in. That'll fill up and break. And we'll scan all the rocks to figure out which one's the best. Alright, 35% Terranite. That's not a great break. Everything is just... Yeah. I'll go find something better here.
Are you in the game, KV?
I am.
I thought it was you. I got your friend invite on the second account, but I missed you on the first. But I'm not seeing you.
Bexlite here. Since it's just skippable. Alright. Red's gonna continue my scouting.
Red, when you do your scanning, what are you looking for as far as the signature? What's your go-to?
So realistically, signatures for surface ores, they're all kind of in the like 1700 to just like maybe a little over 2000 RS value. Yep. Just looking for kind of the overall estimate, like if I were to round it to the nearest 2 and multiply, like that would be the number of rocks in a cluster. Surface stuff is kind of there. The detailed surface scans, what I'm looking for, you've got your tier 1 ores, so there's Rixite and Styleron that only appear in Pyro. Quantanium that can be found kind of everywhere. That's like top tier, really profitable. You always want to stock for those. The next 3 like tier 1s are Terranite, Bexlite, and Gold. And so any combination of those is kind of what I'm looking at. And it's a combination of like the percentage that's in the rock. You can get up to like 50%. So what I'm looking at right now, it's a 50% or 26% Bexlite, but it's like direct scoopable.
Yep.
So,
yep, got it.
This one, 46% Terranite. That's a good one. It's 33 SCU total, and like basically you're gonna have a pretty good break on it. I think usually the like 30% rocks are terrible because you will have after that first break 6 or 7 individual fragments, and they usually like to split out between all of those, and there's not a great way to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you end up with 35% instead of like 200%ers. But this one's got a couple of good direct scoopables. It's got some garbage. I would say this is definitely worth stopping at, and I'm gonna go get it entered. 25% starting might be worth, like, so at 24, 25% on the first rock. If you break that, it could get a good split, and you get like 50%. If it's, I've generally had been like 20 to 30% as a minimum. If I'm already full and trying to get something going, then yeah. And of course my ship is, I believe, 0 out of 0 SCU, so I'm bugged out for scooping. So yeah, 20 to 30%, looking for a good total SCU value. So let's come back here. I want to mark this one
Awesome.
to abandoned. Getting another one. Actually,
Your scouting reports are starting to come through on the regular
yeah.
site.
Yeah, so as soon as I save the cluster, it'll pop in. That had, okay, so we had Terranite, Titanium. So 24.48, 63.84. Sometimes it just has a hard time with the white backdrop. Okay. Instability of 0, 2947, 7, 0, titanium and inert. Okay. So yeah, just looking like 9 to 12,000 is 5 or 6 rocks in a cluster. That turns out really well, so. Beck's Light, we had titanium as well, so 69.28. Trying to do it by
Proto's
night.
heading to yellow.
Yeah.
Seraphim.
Gotcha. Okay, 76 or 7069. 34% resistance, 69.92 instability. 4606, 3219. Okay. Yeah, got a good rock over here. Terranite, I'll wait on it. Because even if I was tempted to scoop,
Did I see that you were in a Star Lancer? Oh no, you're in a mole. Huh. Okay.
Red, is it okay if you share your screen?
I'm streaming over on Twitch.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. It's a little delayed there, but I am already broadcasting. So.
Cool. I'll go over there.
Thank you for the party invite.
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
The road work. Thank you for the new follow.
Get it party invite? Oh, there it is. Maybe I just need to be patient.
Balancing good husband with gaming this morning, so
We all do it.
Yeah. I've got a hard cutoff. About 4 hours. Okay, I'm waiting at this rock. It's a pretty good one with some filler stuff around it. So once if somebody's got a mining ship they want to come out with.
I don't know who's on site. Perf is just now leaving New Babbage, so I'll get there eventually, but I don't know if you want to wait that long.
We got one of our security team that doesn't mind waiting on it.
I'm just hanging out.
Okay, Jada. What I'll do is, if you want to mark that you are here. Okay. For that rock.
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
I'll mark it as needs workers. This rock right here is the good one, and there's some other fillers in between.
Sounds good.
Okay. So right now I'm going for a 12,000 signature. So that's going to be about 6 rocks. Get about 4 kilometers away, they start resolving to the individual nodes in the cluster. So we can see we've got 6. So I pull out the mining laser, it's going to give me the detailed scan. This one's a shale deposit. Okay, titanium. So, I've got a question for you guys. What do people do with the leftover root beer once you're done with the ice cream in your root beer float?
Drink it.
You don't drink it?
Add more ice cream.
I mean, do you just add more ice cream until it's all absorbed?
Yeah. And if it's too creamy, you add ice.
Good rock.
There you go.
Yeah. I was really tempted to post that. It's just like a rage bait. Now be careful. There's a mineral called laranite. It looks like taranite, but it's not. It's actually not nearly as valuable. So laranite is for losers.
Laranite's for losers? What?
Laranite is for losers, kind of like Ohio is for lovers. Okay, 3 laranite rocks here. This one ends up being 7 rocks, 6 or 7. Terranite.
I was bringing my Drake Cutlass Black back from Pyro this morning, and I had one of those sunrises at the station here that was just unbelievably beautiful.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we have 7 rocks. So I've got 40 SCU, 35% gold. I have 38% or 38 SCU, 23% Terranite. This one's gonna be a bit of a slog to work through. Low overall percentages, but I think it'll be an option. Who's running our security lead today?
Right, just be me. I think I'm the only one doing it.
Okay, Jada for security then. Okay, we're going titanium here. That missed. 64.21. Okay. Add.
Does everybody have their own mining ship? Because I have a mole if anybody needs, just wants to be a turret.
Okay. 5.53 gold. So 11, 830, 30, 51, 65. 35.53 gold, 35.09 titanium. We're gonna go save that. Okay, decent gold rock, 88,000. It's having a hard time with some of mine. 55.20. Okay, 7597, 31%, 3136 instability. 3483 laranite, 5520. That's accurate. Okay. So use that 2148, 33%, 9556 instability. We have laranite that was 40.26, 39.95 titanium. Okay, this is a Terranite. Okay. 587, 25%, 41.17. Terranite at 23.42. Titanium. 3.53. 4305. And we have shale. Yeah, I may switch
I
to.
see a beast.
I may switch to the dark side, just so the container or the capture works better. 20, 38, 11.4, 55.56, 35.13, 9.30. Okay, 6, and rock number 7. And we're gonna add this from capture. $42.52,
So
42.94.
is on this rock cluster. I recorded that in Reglith. How do I keep track of money? Like,
Yeah. So it was found by Red Monster SC. If you look at the cluster, when you get the order in, if this is filling your ship full, then yeah, you would just have the one finder's fee to me. You enter the order when it's done. So you go back to the refinery, you do the import from capture here with your refinery order, and it will give you the breakdown of profits. We've got the security that's in there for 10%. And then what you would do is you would add in, so for me, Red Monster SC, I'd say you add in 15% that you owed for the finder, and then the rest would be like you. So if it, we're talking Jada, he'd get one full share, and then the 10 and 15% that are subtracted outside that. You don't have to pay until the orders are delivered. Some people like to front the money, but that's, we've got it tracked. And once you have that in, so let's say I've got a bunch of Quantanium, right? Okay. So when I capture that, I go save a new order. When I go into the summary, it shows, okay, I owe Jada Beast for the one share at 33.57, okay, and then a security owes 47.718. My order would have been worth like 479, so You know, JW is starting most of it, but the security getting their 10%. So that's kind of the breakdown.
Okay. I'll see what this. Yeah. Sure, I'll figure it out once I do it.
Okay.
Place.
Current rock I'm on, we've got a couple of good ones. There's 104k Laranite and an 88k gold, so enough to fill folks.
I thought Laranite was for losers.
Sorry, Terranite.
This scanning feature is amazing on this site.
Yeah, really good job with it.
Yeah.
So I'll hang out here on this rock.
I'm on top of you, Red, if you want to move to the next one.
Okay. Do you want to mark that you're here at the location, still needs workers?
Practicing your security sneak up skills.
How you guys doing in chat? Oh, now I'm in outside of the snowy tundra. It might actually record better. So we're gonna need a couple of things for the Red Legion Rumble. First, I'm taking donations for Alpha UEC in-game prizes. If people, like, if you've got a group you're trying to get a, you know, kind of mid-play advertisement or anything, you know, I'll talk about sponsorship opportunities there. I need somebody that's going to be a top-down camera, using the kind of the what is it? The precision targeting mode or whatever.
Yeah.
From top down, and I'll have that fed in through the broadcast, so you can see like party names and stuff. Okay, that's a good one. 22% Terranite on a 99 SCU rock. And then yeah, I think we'll just we want to do maybe a bit of a practice run this week. Okay, this is also a good one. Terranite, the first one's not great, but it's good for a mole. Who all do we have mining out here?
Osis just arrived, but I brought I should have brought my mole. I brought a prospector. I thought that was the
Yeah,
DLO today.
If you want to do prospector to start and then swap out to mole, that's fine. I was doing prospector to show people how it works, but I've run into a problem that I don't have.
Well, we get 22 people coming for dinner tonight, so this is.
Ooh.
I have a stressed wife.
Yeah. I'm gonna make Jada Beast, since you're security, I'm gonna just have it be our, you know, direct in there for you. That way there's no ambiguities when people are placing orders. Okay. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 15 minutes ago. Okay. So Protostari, so you found a rock that's good. Are you? Who's out there picking up rocks?
I'm scanning for deposits.
Northeast is. I'm like active.
Okay.
I'm on some that can be taken as well.
Yeah, I think the problem is everybody's out here scanning.
Yeah, I'm just using 25% as the cutoff for what I pick up.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know what people traditionally do, but
Yeah, 25% is probably a good low point. So if we're all scanning, yeah, we'll work on this. I was hoping we'd get some new folks.
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Simon Skipper, who's out there that wants to pick up some rocks? Right? Chat. People join in. Okay, 18%, 110, 22, 27, 55, 59. Yeah, if we've got a mole we can bring out, that would be good. No.
I'm forgetting my rocks now. I've got hephastenite.
Yep, half-assed tonight.
Worthwhile?
Nah.
Oh.
That's why I call it half-assed tonight.
those little things that stick when I was a kid, black on grass, green on ground. I won't say the rest. I'm sure everybody knows it.
Yeah.
It's like the. I got to figure out how to get this my mouse not to be slave to my controls.
0 or 4% resistance. That is titanium at 56.35%. Oh, Star
Katie's on
Journey.
that one, I'm leaving it.
We got 5 rocks. Okay, the one I'm on right now has a good Terranite, actually 2 Terranite rocks. Okay. Was that Jada? You want to come over and?
Yeah.
So what I would say, Jada, is when you get here, if you mark that you are here on site but needs workers, okay, and then yeah, as people pop in here, this one does look okay. Some large ones. It's probably good for a mole. Osis, actually, do you want to do first break on the larger one here?
Sure.
We got a 16,000 mass. It'll be maybe a little tough. I've got the Hofsteed and Surge.
I've got Hofsteed with Ryger C3.
Okay. So this is the biggie. It's only 22% Terranite, but still, you know, that's 20 SCU if it breaks easy. Give me a second laser on this, and we'll see. Yep, and I see we're both using the same paint. Star Journey, you're in Brazil, a beach house this weekend. Okay. You take it up to 50. We're gonna need more than just the emotional support on this one. Let's have you bring it up to 100. Let me know when you're there.
100.
Okay. I'm ramping up. We got a wiggle. All run power. Okay, hold and steady. Good, good, good. All right. Just remembering where the next one's a 9K Terranite. It should be capable. Okay. But I get the feeling you're gonna have some pretty good success. Okay.
Did you want to start another rock, or?
I was gonna survey now. Heading off. If you wanted to take over that cluster and break down the, see if we can get a good break on that Terranite. The rest should be solo capable. Got 6 rocks over here. Switching into mining mode.
I'm done breaking and gathering. If I push that depart, will that close out this order?
It'll close out the survey, so it will hide it from active. You could mark it as depleted or abandoned.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I hit depart and it made it abandoned. Oh, I see up top. Okay.
Yeah, it's abandoned or depleted. Those are both fine.
That's fine. Just figuring it out.
Getting the scan details.
So it looks like the next one is this. Discovered by Proto. Is that the next one to go to?
He might have started working on it. Proto, is that what
No,
was?
I'm still scanning. I'm still surveying.
Okay, so you left
you can
the
go work
first
on
one? Oh.
I did, yeah.
Okay, we don't know where it's
You
at.
have a prospect.
Yeah.
KV or Osis.
So generally, if you're out surveying, if you find a good rock, you wait on it until somebody finds it or comes up and... because we don't have a way to share the specific locations. So if you have a good one, you wait until such point as we can get a rock marker or something. We just have to use ourselves as location beacons.
That makes sense. Yep.
So the one that you did scan, I would say that one's abandoned. But
because I got to stay there. Okay.
Yeah, you got to stay there. Now I've got 205 mass, 31% Terranite, or 205 SCU, but it's a 32,000 mass, so it would take a couple of prospectors and be a challenge. But this is probably a good valuable rock if somebody wants to come over. I'm gonna get the scan data in.
Yeah, I can take yours, Red. So Osis and KV, you're fine. You don't need.
Correct.
I'll go to Red.
We're mining on Yella.
Yeah, I'm on my way to it as well.
Okay. Got the first rock. Yeah, this is a 500,000 credit rock if you can get all the Terranite out of it.
Are you the one that you submitted 6 minutes ago, right?
Osis is on that one.
Okay.
Osis, if you want to mark that as working on site.
I'm not logged in. Hang on.
Oh. Rookie move, Osis. A rookie move.
I always have trouble getting into that site.
Okay. We have a channel, SC Regolith, in the Discord. If you mention Ray Chaser 42 on that channel and say, hey, I'm having this problem, he may be able to get it addressed for you.
Is it the one? It's the one that you're looking at there, Red, right? Oh, it's the one.
It is closest starward.
Yeah.
The one I'm shooting at.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, Fenrir.
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Welcome. Yep, so we are mining on Yella. 65,
I'm the
89
one with the rookie move by not staying by my rock that I found.
It's alright. It's alright. Hey, you know what? It is learning. Right? So, yeah, what I've been doing is occasionally I've been passing it over to the security guys because it's quiet right now. In the event where, like, let's say a security person is needed, that rock would then just be abandoned. Otherwise, somebody's like waiting there. You can go and like do the box delivery where you get the box markers, but those have been inconsistent as far as whether or not they appear. I'm gonna just confirm here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Turn this turret on.
You might not have enough power allocated
There we go.
to.
Found it.
What was that, KV?
I was saying you might not have enough power allocated to turrets to turn on the turret.
That or you forgot to switch to SCM mode.
Yeah, I'm good. I got it. I just couldn't find the button.
Bumping up to 50%.
Okay. You guys are working this one.
Yeah. I'll go all the way up. I'll let you.
Protostari, you had one you found 9 minutes ago. Are you still on that rock?
No.
Okay. So when you enter it, if it's not worth sticking around for, you can hit abandoned, and then that way,
Okay.
in the view, you can hide the inactive rocks.
New follower.
Let me do that.
Welcome to the Red Legion.
And then what we need for the operators is if you guys are out there getting to a rock, go on a regolith, mark it as working, right? Which is there, and then also mark that you are here when you're there.
New subscriber. Welcome to the Red Legion.
And Osis, what I'm gonna do, I see you join my
in.
crew.
Yeah, well, I'm in. I just was bouncing around.
Okay.
How do I tell which deposit I'm working on?
So you'll go down, find the scouting results, and depending, the one we're on right now with Canadian Maverick, that's the S617.
Okay, the one that I was working on, is that 545?
So Osis, yeah, I think that was the 545. It was the let's see,
Yeah,
the
Osis was
16.5.
545. 499 was KV.
Okay, and KV's done. Moved on from that one.
No, I'm working on it.
Okay, gotcha. So Perf and Canadian Maverick are working on the current, and I confirm there. So Red's gonna continue. Yeah, just as you guys get those surveys completed, or get the rocks worked, as you are departing to the next, just make sure to pop in. It takes a little bit of remembering to
Hydrate, you bastard!
update the
Hydrate!
status, but that'll be helpful with the group activity. Herding cats, you know.
How do I get the security to join my crew one?
So the security is automatically going to be included as one of the shares with the refinery orders.
Yeah, but in the session member thing, it just says pending user.
Oh, yeah. It was, I put in a manual entry for the session.
Oh.
So when I go, if you're watching on stream, when I go to settings, I can define a crew share default. And a lot of times I'll just do a generic security there for 10%. Since Jada Beast is our security lead today, I've got him listed as a 10% share holder, or a 10% share, and that is required for everyone. So when you place a refinery order, it will have 10% that gets paid to Jada Beast, non-optional, required entry. So it'll just make it easy when you are creating an order, because then you'll have your full share, but then you will have your 10% that goes to Jada Beast for his security fees. Okay, 5 rocks here.
I'm still trying to find a good signature after I was hitting those Bexelite and Taranite locations. I haven't found anything in the last like 5 minutes.
You're not finding any signal clouds at all?
Nothing. Yeah.
Use your mouse scroll wheel to make sure from your scan mode you're not at like a really narrow ping angle.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm finding them every like 8 to 12 kilometers.
Head by you.
Yeah, head towards me and see if you get a signal. Are you in mining mode or scanning mode?
Scanning mode.
Okay. And you are at the widest angle you can use?
I am. Just found one, actually 11,000. Oh, look at that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, really anything like... You're probably not going to get rocks that are like solos. If you get something that appears randomly at like 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers out that wasn't there at like 8 or 10, chances are that's gemstones.
Right.
And they will usually have a multiple of 620. And then if it pops up within like less than a kilometer as a signal cloud and doesn't resolve until you're 100 meters away, that's a hand mineable size.
Sorry, Perf. I think I just slightly went onto your rock. I'll move back.
Okay.
I'm not mining right now. Or I mean,
Oh.
cracking.
So we got those 4, and this is number 5.
Maybe I was accidentally cracking 2 rocks at once.
We need some folks to come out and mine with us. Okay, 5 rocks. Right. I've got the titanium values. Are they still pretty inflated?
No, they fixed it all.
I've got a new rock here. It's okay. Really low mass stuff. I'm gonna mark this one as abandoned and move on. So now looking at summary. So we got score of 130. Make sure these are all. Now, Protostari, when you are doing survey, you can opt into this survey core thing. So when you're doing your survey, you toggle that on. For some reason, mine has been toggled off. So I'm gonna go mark that on each of mine. But that helps submit the survey data for kind of the data aggregation. And now
So where do I set that on the session roll itself?
No, so when you're actually in your survey results, underneath so it's got the rock indicator found 2 minutes ago by red, and then survey core. You can set that.
Cool.
You may have to go and opt in. So if you go to the data survey core, and then kind of run that. They have points, which includes some leaderboards.
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Seabull73, thank you for the follow. Soulstream7, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I need Space 84, thank you for the follow. We missed that. So the Red Legion is currently in 6th place for our surveys. We're like half of 7th, or 3rd, 4th, and 5th. which is good. 30k ink at 50,000 overall points. So a lot of work being done by Salty Mike and his crew. And most of it's one dude, Warlock SRB.
No, I can't see the Guild Alliance for some reason. Of Red Legion.
For yours, you may have to go in. Let's see. If you go to the profile on Survey Corps.
Yep.
And then, okay, so opt in. You can choose your leaderboard name, and then you can drop down and find the Red Legion.
Yep. I don't see it there. Unfortunately, it's not on the,
Really?
not on the list. Yeah.
You might just want to type it in.
Red, what's the minimum percentage for Terranite that we should pull, extract?
I usually don't go below 20% unless it's like the very end and I'm filling the last dregs of my.
Sure.
Yeah. I usually go for 30% as a minimum. Okay. Tab ping. Solo rock. Actually, that might be.
I keep forgetting landing gear. Playing in the star map, thinking I'm moving far. Get back. Nope.
Are we all good, or is it is there a rock that needs to be there?
I'm full. I didn't scan the rest of them. I left perp 2 there as part.
Yeah, it's good. I looked at the rest of them there, and it looks like they're kind of just all aluminum.
Okay.
Okay. 5682, 3919, 2628, 4%. I'm gonna hide this. Couple of solo rocks out here. Canadian Maverick off to the right, there's a cluster.
Yep.
So if you go heading 320, that'll be a big group.
There's one at 220.
Yeah, the one at 220 is a solo. So if you head 320 and get a cluster, that'll be. Actually, hang on. That just resolved into 4.
How about berets?
Huh?
Berets?
Borets. No, it's like a tier 2. Gold, Bexelite, and Terranite are the ones you're going to want. This one's interesting. It's got the one rock that appeared, but the others are not scannable.
Oh, take your landing gear and put it on the ground real quick. Sometimes they'll spawn right in.
Yeah, not having the blue highlight there.
Red, there isn't something you have to do on your end to allow me to join the Red Legion in the survey corps, right?
You may need to make sure you've opted in to the survey corps profile. So you do that and then refresh the page.
Yeah. It says I'm part of it. I can check the box now. I just can't find Red Legion in the dropdown. I want to get the points for you guys.
Yeah. You can update that later, and it does apply retroactively. So if you change like your org
Okay, cool.
alliance.
Yep. All right.
Okay. Jump back in last night after playing day 1 of the new patch. Wicklow, I feel mining isn't as profitable as before the titanium. Yeah, I like tier 1 material. Yeah, tier 1s have not been great.
Red, did you ever get those gems back?
What do you mean?
Remember our session? Those gems went missing on the elevator.
Oh yeah. I was able to get them sold. So the gems themselves were still in the local storage at Lathan, but the 8 SCU box I was moving to transport disappeared. So I had to like come back on another session.
Welcome to the Red Legion.
That's so disconcerting.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
came back.
last night's gems disappeared in Checkmate. And then when I logged in this morning, different server, everything was there.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, because how many did we end up with?
I didn't pay attention. I was late this morning, so I was just hightailing it out of there.
Okay. Red's on a decent rock. It's a 16,000 mass, 100 SCU, 28% Terranite. Villamano, thanks for the follow.
Can I take that?
Soul Scream. Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
No, it's Canadian.
It's like I'm en route.
Or...
Well, we both can do it, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna need a double. I see Osis and Canadian already on it. Freaking vultures, man.
Wow.
Proto, did you?
We were just circling you, waiting.
Did you verify your Star Citizen thing? Because as soon as I verified it, I was able to join the Red Legion.
What do you mean?
So there's like a verify account where you have to take like a little code and put it in your bio on your Star Citizen account.
On the regular site?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that,
check that.
yeah, that could be it.
'Cause I couldn't do it before that, but I can do it after that.
Got it. All right, let me take a look at that.
I got to back up here for a second and change this squawk on Discord off my mouse because it's with the gimbal. In gimbal mode, it's moving my ship around. I'm going to kill myself.
Oh.
I wish you could just turn your mouse off for steering your ship as soon as you put a HOTAS in.
Is anybody doing gem mining today? 4, 8, 12,
It's
17.
actually nice once you disconnect the mouse. Then every time you go to external view, mouse automatically moves the camera around. It's really handy.
The problem is when I'm salvaging, I really like to use the gimbal mode. It's just a design. You know, there needs to be a switch to turn that off.
Blackosite at 17 rocks.
Okay, so I'm on it. I just need
These are
to
rock size.
Sure, I'll come in.
Start.
Okay.
I'm at 100%, so I'll just let you kind of go variable.
I am disabling the default activity type. So when you're submitting a survey, if you do come across gems, now the only difference is instead of directly going into a ship mining cluster by default, it will allow you to go up and do a rock FPS mining cluster. So I just found a 17 node glaucosite deposit that is worth at least entering. Yeah, this is
when Laranite used to be all the rage out in Hurston?
Do you need me on that one, Maverick, or you got it?
Nah, no, I got it. If you, I'm guessing you don't want to fill up just yet, so.
Yeah. I'm looking for something
Okay.
higher, but
We got
just gonna remap Discord.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Okay, that's gemstones. Tried story went to sell at TDD.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Who's that? Oh, that's a combo. All right, so we have
Just didn't break in a fun way.
Baradom. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Baradom. And right to abandon, since we're not doing that, but I'm at least getting the data entered. Alright, I am getting unscannable rocks.
I'm getting major torque imbalance, which is kind of weird.
Let's try something to find where ores I have in mind since work car refactor. Can't figure out.
The
So-
patch you were just at, Red, was this, oh no, this was gems, never mind.
Yeah, and I'm not getting a scan on the next patch here.
Let me come over there.
This is probably another gemstone. Oh no. Or a piece. So one thing with unscannables, if you are pinging and it doesn't give the blue outline, and the cluster is broken, are you guys able to... So I have 2 out of this group. Lobex light. So to set my survey account and everything, if I start a new section, do my scans, automatically go to the survey core. You will need to verify first that you are under your profile. Go to my profile survey core, right? And you may have to opt in. You can join or leave, okay? Then yeah, if you go to your dashboard, if you create a new session, when I go create a new cluster, this survey core checkbox, and click remove, it's good there. So but yeah, opting in there, that will submit it. And Dingbat, if you felt so inclined and wanted to represent your favorite organization under the survey core, you can just come pick the Red Legion.
New donation received.
Holy crap, guys, lol. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it so much. Thank you all for all the mining tips and videos. Hey, I appreciate that. Also, one thing, you can support Regolith.rocks with Ko-fi subscription. I think they also have a Patreon. But yeah, those go. So UEX Corp on the acknowledgements. The I've got my tutorial video on how to use it. The Regolith community, UEX Corp, supporting them. Coffee, yeah, $5 a month deal. I don't know if they still. I thought they had a Patreon, but maybe it's the coffee. Are you getting scans on those, Osis? Not hearing you. Did I lose Discord voice, or is Osis just quiet now?
No, you're here.
I hear you.
Red, come to me. I'm on a cluster.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, so I changed the button, and anyways.
Forgot.
When I'm away from it, yes. When I get close, I'm not.
Okay, so we're not getting detailed surface scans on those.
Oh, maybe I'm on this one. Hang on.
There are 2 rocks in there that were working. Oh, hey. This igneous that was previously not working is now, looks like it's getting the outline.
I got a 40% gold over here by me. I don't know what it is though.
Okay, let me get this one surveyed in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rocks.
It's a pretty low percentage.
Okay. We'll just do the screen. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do the Star Citizen window. Gazlal, appreciate the super chat again. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Okay. That's one. So just taking a little bit of time there for these to pop in. Okay. Oh man, 42,000 mass, 40% gold. We got a winner here. Got a mole. This is 132 SCU total.
On my way.
Okay.
Just got a rock.
Red's got a 300,000 credit gold rock. Wostep, that is based on the laser. Your minimum laser power is one of the laser settings that you cannot change.
Okay.
You can
Purpose
change
back
the
on
laser.
site. Red, you're on something, but I heard somebody say they're already en route, right? So, Beast, are you waiting for a breaker?
Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to come over here and put these rocks in and then mine them.
Okay, I'll jump on you.
One on the side of the hill, or is it the one you're right underneath you, Red?
Sorry, what?
Is it the one that's right underneath you, or is it the one? On the side?
It may be the one underneath slightly. It's a 42,000 mass.
If anyone wants to check what I just submitted in the survey, I'm here at the Rock, Protostar.
Okay, igneous mass 28, 29, 18, 19.59. Okay, we have Terranite. This is the manual entry. If you accidentally save it before you're fully done. Okay, Terranite 23.90, 56.82. We're gonna add a rock. igneous. 48914. 88, 32% resistance to 88.54. This is gold. Laranite, titanium.
I'm
Okay,
on site
gold
east.
at 21.6, Laranite at 41.47. Okay, 30.04. Okay. That one I just finished scanning. It's a pretty good gold rock. That might need a double break. This one's a direct scoopable. 572, 28, 5 point.
Okay, I'm gonna need help with this gold rock. It's still impossible for me.
Well, do I need to hop over to you? Who needs help first of all?
I'm inbound on it.
That's weird. 572,
Then I'll stay here.
28,
Or full stay
5 point. Okay.
47%.
Bexylite, titanium. 42.11.
I'm trying to figure out which of these you were on, Beast, on Regolith.
I got it, Proto.
I copy.
Do you want me at 100 and you want...
Yeah, I'm already at 100, so it's going to be a little bit of a
60,
heart
just
rate.
manually entering.
One more.
So what happened is I started the cluster. I was saving
Is that
some of the rocks.
42
Slide this down.
class, so
So I was on the cluster.
You're
I'd
at
already
100.
saved some of the rocks, and
I'm at
I
100.
saved the cluster. Then when I'm going back adding in,
yeah. I think
there's just a
we'll
bug
need
right
the-
now in the
we
software
might need the
that,
whole crew for this one.
that sadly it does not want to continue there with
shoot.
the capture.
Yeah, I'll drop off a character here and then go over to you guys.
I'm sitting on it. You can just go over there.
Oh, you're back?
Yeah, I've never left.
All right.
I was
Yeah, I was looking.
way out.
I was looking on Regolith trying to figure out which rock.
Hey, Guru.
I'm just
And now I'm like driving a bug. 13999. Okay, 20%. 6.60. I haven't seen this one happen yet. But okay, 39 point. If I save that, might be that 2 people are already working these.
Wait, who am I flying to? I see 2 groups. Oh,
Canadian Maverick is working one right now. There's a couple others I added.
Mavericinosis.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
You
mine-
guys are the ones needing the help, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I've got multiple 300k rocks. Okay. So you guys are good?
Yeah. Just need to get in position.
Okay. Cool. Hey, Pro.
What you doing?
We are mining and surveying. I'm kind of just heading down towards the rings, so heading southward, more or less. Nice, Dingbat, did you first capture? It's pretty slick, isn't it? So yeah, one of the bugs I found is just if you are adding a cluster, doing scans, and then you save it halfway through before you finished, you have to go and manually add them in afterwards. The capture does not.
Yeah, it's
transition
weird
in.
that gimbal mode in salvage works, but not with the mining heads.
Yeah. Pretty large igneous deposit here. I'm not getting the overlay. Explosive 99, you're trying mining. Pro, what are you doing?
Just jumping in for a bit.
Yeah.
It's down terribly long.
Yeah. Yep. You can mark it as done. If you decide to leave the rock, you can just abandon it.
All right. I'm at 0. I'll go to 50. See if that does it.
I've added a couple
both
of
are
rock
at 100?
clusters. Or gemstone clusters if you wanted to bring a geo out and mine it, Pro. So I'm gonna set
You
down.
guys are doing Geo?
No, we're doing prospector, but
I'll take my golem.
yeah.
Oh, Red, last night we went Geo mining. We had like 10,000 crystals.
Holy crap.
Oh, it's
So
moving.
how long were you guys out for? And
A
like,
couple hours.
yeah, what sort of crew?
Oh, there was a bunch of us. Probably 8.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, heading back to Beast.
Oh, what was
And
this?
I'll send you an invite.
Just taking a
Yeah,
hydration
that went
break
weird all of a sudden.
while I wait for this rock to pop in.
Oh,
You got a party?
Yeah. Just a second.
Whenever you have a chance, it's fine.
Yeah. Perf's running it, but he's also double boxing on a mole.
I took some damage there.
All right.
Did that go over?
God, it cracked into another
Pineapple juice
impossible
here.
one.
Just
Oh, we were overshooting?
well, if it cracked into another impossible, it's probably because you got a good gold split, and that increased the resistance.
Returning
just gotta take
subscriber.
stock in my ship
Glory
here
to
for
the
a
Red
sec.
Legion.
Alto75, thank you for the 5-month resub.
Just scanning the rest of the rocks.
Okay.
Okay. Heading back to you, Beast. Which cluster on Regolith are you sitting on? 'Cause I couldn't find it.
So we've got questions people are asking that aren't getting answered.
Yeah, free money for me, I guess.
What that was asking for?
I haven't. Perf is asking. I haven't started scanning yet. I don't, because I see 2 of them. Both are set to working.
Okay, I don't think we have a
My
third
red
one
and
yet.
my proto.
I'm sitting at a group of rocks if you want to come over. The problem is these rocks are not scanning in yet.
New
Well,
follower.
I have
Welcome
a
to the Red
complete set.
Legion.
I'm just trying to figure out which one on Regolith.
Lemanoid, thank you for the follow. So the complete set that you were working on, that you just left, was SO49. That was with Canadian Maverick, and I think, yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm back on, because Beast was holding one for me. I came to originally. I just don't see it on Regolith. I only see 2 right now on Regolith.
Maverick, I got to deal with something at the house here. Hang on.
Yeah, you're good.
Deselect that hide inactive. It may have been one of the previous Terranite titanium rock. Solo, was that the one? Aurelius Indomitus, thank you, welcome.
Nope, that wasn't it. Yeah, I only see 2. 2 of them are
Okay.
they're set to working.
Yeah, so you deselect the hide inactive.
I did.
Okay, and then you see several others. If you marked yourself as working on one of the other clusters, then I think it moves you automatically. But you can go back and check previous ones if you remember details of the rock.
I don't see it. Doesn't matter. You get survey feed, and Beast will get
Yeah.
protection fee on everything I sell, so
Yeah,
it's not too complex.
gotcha. Looks like Kavota's already got an order in. Gross was only 80,000? Sad. Yeah, they really need to bump the payouts for these. I'm gonna just get a little creative here.
I have to bug out for a while.
Okay. I am leaving the area until it becomes like it despawns the signals.
Could you possibly help me with this one gold rock?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna be. These darn unscannable rocks over here are just gonna be the bane of my existence. This is why we mine in Pyro, guys. We don't have these problems over there. Oh, and just like that, they're back in. Okay. So that was Canadian Maverick. Can you give me a heading direction for where I'm at to you?
In my mind, so I can't really see.
So, Red, you hear about all the cool stuff happening with mining in the next batch?
I heard some stuff.
You can put bags directly into the freight elevator, and the refinery can see them. Refinery can spit stuff out
Heading
into the
120.
freight elevator.
Nice. Yeah, so I've seen some of that. It's
Bags snap properly.
Dude, nice. It's 120 heading from you, Mav. I'm on my way in. Bags do snap properly. I saw that. I started pulling and just checking the bags on some of the cargo ships. So they don't fit in the raft, which is sad. But the C2 can hold 40 bags, so that would support 5 full mole swaps in one trip.
Amazing.
So Canadian, I'm here with you.
You hear?
Yeah.
Okay, but you need some help with that rock?
Middle one in the.
Yeah, if you could.
Gotcha.
Really lucky. That would be a great introduction to the ironclad.
What's your distance there?
I am 96.
Okay. Are you in close to optimal?
Yeah.
Okay. Just the emotional
Yeah,
support
Ironclad
for you?
feels like, Ironclad feels like an IAE ship.
Yeah, maybe. The golem pods have worked. Alright, I'm gonna go up to 50. At 50, we got a wiggle. You want me to run power?
Yeah, you run power. I'll just stay. Full,
Okay.
unless we get close to red.
Okay. I mean, it's a narrow window, but we'll be alright. Playing this one safe. Instability is going to be a nightmare for us.
Hey, Frodo,
Go.
are you on this one?
Yeah, I'm starting now.
So far.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna try 100%.
I'm going to head off to find that cluster that I was just at.
There we go. It's starting to go up. It may take a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, so being able to refine directly from bags would be really cool. I don't think it returns the bags right now. They're just consumed, but hopefully they fix that before it goes live.
Even if they don't, like this is gonna change mining a lot.
Yeah.
Keep power on it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rocks in this cluster. Now, again, these weren't scanning before. I left the area, came back, and they were then scannable. Yeah. Now scannables. Okay. We are... Red's already on a good rock, so...
Nice.
And I heard rumor people talking about how they were breaking gem rocks, like vehicle rocks, with their prospector and sucking up the gems.
Getting the gems in, that would be new.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, because I was breaking gems just for fun. I didn't think about extracting.
It has not worked in the past. All right, we got Quantanium.
That was a bit of just hearsay, though. I didn't actually see it myself.
Okay, 700,000 credit rock next to a 248,000 credit rock. We got Q over here, so if we got a mole and some prospectors, I think this is going to be a good cluster.
Yeah, I'll make my way up there once I'm scanning the rest of these gold rocks. Okay.
Yeah.
New follower. Welcome to the
Wait.
Red Legion.
I'm almost full in the mold too, so I can scoop the Quantanium and head to Grill 1.
Thank you for the follow there, shooting dirty. I did a few rounds with golems, popping the gems and then scooping with the rock. Oh, nice.
You okay there, Pro?
Aurelius and Dominus,
Yeah, it
yes,
was my
you
fault. I
have
didn't
to
have my shields
unlock
on.
ports, and you have to have that, the module with you. Sorry I'm not paying, I'm doing a terrible job paying attention to the chat today.
Thanks. I think I can take care of the rest from here.
Okay, copy.
Hey, Major Star Stuff, how are ya? Dude, this cluster is just bomb. I've got a 46% Bexelite, 122 SCU, 20,000 mass rock. If you're not by red already, just show up, guys. Get over here and get
On my
paid.
way.
Yeah. This is a 382,000 mass rock, or 382,000 credit rock.
Out.
Running from ore bags isn't really that big of a deal, not with it losing your bags, and they still wish they played a little bit before. In PTU, it has been working. 4.1.1 PTU. Alright, my first sub 100k value rock of the cluster. And it's Laranite.
KB, don't forget to mark the rock on the site.
Yeah. Dude. $500,000 credit rock. Okay. This cluster on its own is worth 2.5 million credits. Needs workers.
I'll get there eventually. There's
15
of good
gigabyte,
stuff
16
on the one
RAM,
I'm on,
3050. David, I would say if you've got specific questions about tech specs,
not that good. But
you can
still,
check the
something to walk away from.
check the telemetry tool on the RSI website. And that will show your processor, graphics card. Processors are probably a little more important this time. But the nice thing is, David, if you pop in and you can fly for free right now,
Trying to find that big rock so I can help break
so you
it.
can give it a shot. Yeah, Major Star Stuff and I were just on the Captain's Table podcast with the Astropub talking about the industrial
You're all
future.
impossible for my little prospector.
Yeah, let's
It's okay, Proto. I'm right behind you.
okay. Let's get into the let's get into Maverick's mole. So, park your prospectors a little further away. I'm up on the hill here. We'll jump into Canadian Maverick's mole for the first break. So, Protostari, come over, park by me.
Copy.
Okay. We're gonna do this on the mole so that we only have the one ship. Every new ship we add to a rock, it doubles the instability. So for a Quantanium rock, that would be a death sentence. But if we're using the mole with all 3 laser turrets, that doesn't have the instability issue because it's one ship.
Channel raid activated.
Salty Mike, what's up, guys? We just found a 2.5 million credit cluster. Like, look at this. So,
Channel raid activated.
holy crap! And Croncy, double raid with the crew there. How you guys been doing? So, we've been surveying all day. I just found. Let's see. This is a 31,000 mass
Welcome to
Quantanium
the Red
rock.
Legion.
Yeah, was that a spicy? Was today's extra spicy?
Okay, best of luck all, and happy Easter.
Later.
Join in.
All right. So Protostari, we're gonna go onto the mole over here. Just by the way, this is probably gonna cause you to bounce around a little bit. So, 2.5 million credits in this cluster. I was doing a lot of individual survey. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good. We're stable.
Yeah.
For the
Okay.
moment.
Come on in. Have you been on a mole before, Proto?
Yeah. Yes, I
Awesome.
am.
So I'm gonna take the left turret, you take the right turret, and that way when Canadian Maverick gets in position, he can switch to the center and back and forth between the pilot seat. Don't get into him yet, but at least get kind of there close. We're both on board, Mav.
Yeah, I am at the, I believe, titanium gold big one.
Let's go for the Q first. Well, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. The titanium gold, 75,000 mass. Yeah, let's do that first.
Okay.
We are not going to scoot.
Yeah. Just break it so that you don't have to worry about it with the prospectors.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about it.
Boot it.
All right.
Worry about it.
Are we positioned, ready to get in?
Should be good.
Okay. You can find them in the Air Halo. You can find them in the Yellow Belt. You can find them at the Lagrange points. They will be asteroids with different types.
On the left side. Tell me if you can see it.
Yeah, I see igneous deposit. It's working on scan. Yeah, that's our rock. Okay. So Protostari, if you see the one he's working on.
Yep.
Okay. Let's all start at minimum power. So get your laser activated and at minimum power on the same rock.
I think make one change to my setting. I don't like the turret look ahead.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're going to get this ready for extraction. Okay. Mav, go up to 100%.
100.
Proto, go up to 100.
100.
And red's going up. Okay, we're 75,000 mass. We are not making a dent. Do you have any... I don't see modules here.
I don't have any modules.
Okay. What lasers have you got?
Hofstad on mine, and one of the sides is a Klein, and then the other one's the standard Arbor.
Okay, I'm on the Klein. I have a surge module attached, or do we have another? Do we have somebody else who can come out and add a fourth laser here?
I can one of the prospectors.
Yeah. If you want to come over,
Green or silver?
the green one. It's got a surge module.
Landing next to it.
Okay. Yeah. We may need double mole here.
Yeah, I have Quantanium in my hold, so I'm running it back.
Okay.
Perfect.
We'll see about getting the surge module on the other. That resistance isn't too bad, but hopefully.
I think it's just the mass.
Yeah. No, this is big. Worth waiting on. Also, everybody say hi to the Answer the Call crew. I got the double raid from Salty Mike and Croncy. Those guys know a thing or two about mining, so. Alright, so. So, there we go. Look at that. Okay. Everybody up to 100%. Okay.
Ready for surge?
Yeah, let's see if the surge does it. Yeah, that is 0 wiggle.
Lord, this is a huge drop.
Oof. Okay. Yeah.
You want just to switch to the Quantanium rock while we wait the other mold?
Yeah, let's go ahead and move over to another rock. I would say we're on a little bit further outside of the optimal distance. So when we get repositioned on our way back, then yeah. Let's move over to the Quantanium rock, try and work that. In the meantime, get a second mole out here when we can. Got a Terranite rock, only 20% though.
This one's the right in front of us.
Okay, and I'll give you a distance. That's Bex at 20,000 mass. This will probably be a good one.
It's on your left Canadian map for the Quant Rock.
Okay. See if I can find a good place for the.
Over here.
Oh, maybe I can reach multiple. Okay. There. There's the 3 rocks right there.
And I'll get you a distance here, a little closer. A little closer. A little closer. And that's right at optimal. Okay, 31,000 we shouldn't need. Yeah, we're stable. Go ahead and bring it down. And we've got good range on the others that are here too.
Awesome.
Okay, that one's Laranite. We're going to ignore it. This one over here is Bexelite. That'll be a 2 laser. Color-coded lasers. They already kind of do have different colored lasers.
Which one first?
We're going to go for the Q rock just to see how the breaks happen. It's 129 SCU, and you're already partially full.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody at minimum. Maverick, 100%.
100%.
Proto, 100%.
100.
Red's moving it up. Red will be on power management. Okay.
We're moving.
He's doing it, Peter. All right. Jada, if there's any other rocks in this cluster that look reasonable,
Well, there's
and-
251 SCU, 33% gold in there.
yeah, that's gonna be
The one
another.
we tried.
Yeah.
That's the one you needed 2 moles for.
Okay. So Protostar and I, let's hit this little rock on the left. We'll get the first breaks done over there. It's Vexilite. Make sure you're actually hitting the rock. Okay. Stay where we're at with power. Okay. Gazlaw, I have been a project administrator, manager for, like, yeah.
Level 4 on
I've
that
got a
one.
lot of project management experience.
Makes it real
So,
easy.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I
So
my refinery.
we're checking the Q rock. We're not scooping anything yet. All right. I got a 44% Q. So Maverick, we're gonna have you fill up with the initial, then drop me and Proto at our prospectors. Proto, if you wanted to come in and scoop the remaining Q rocks here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got that 30% Q. 32%. I got a 25% on top up here. Could you just hit it for
think,
minimum laser power, this one that I'm working?
Sure.
Yeah, we call this the emotional support. Yeah. Be very, very careful. Maybe not Maverick. Yeah, if you want to work on the right side rock.
Yeah. Looking at the
That Arbor laser does pretty well. So I like using it as the emotional support laser. Just makes me feel a little safer, you know? Okay. Do I prefer mining in Stanton or Pyro?
Helix, I don't know where that went.
Kylar's, I've been almost exclusively in Pyro for this entire patch. This is my first time today mining in Pyro.
Crap.
Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Perf, let me know when you're back on site.
Yep. Pulling from Crew L1 soon.
Okay. Yeah, because we got a rock we're gonna need some love with. Okay, get everything broken down on the Quantanium rock, and then let's survey the fragments and see which have the highest percentage. I got a 0.57 Q underneath all that. That's not worth breaking at all.
That's not worth anything.
Do you think with Golem they'll make the Prospector moles a bit better? I would like you could throw away 2 to 3 rocks while mining. Yeah, that would be cool, but I think the Golem, the trade-off they went for specifically was that it would have you know, a limited storage.
Titanium.
You can't upgrade to the mole bags with that new interface. But you also can't swap the laser. So that's some lack of flexibility. Okay. I'm just bouncing through, scanning for best rocks. Once Jada comes back and we've got our 5 laser set up, then we'll go break that.
Jada's
other one.
here.
Oh,
I mean, perf.
or sorry, Perf, yeah. Once Perf is back with his rock, or his mole, we'll go break that last one that's up on top of the hill. And we'll work on scooping. Now the Red's Prospector, I've got a scooping bug, so I'm gonna have to be relegated to just survey today. Unless I can get that sorted.
You can't scoop with it?
Yeah, when I was scooping, it was just still showing 0-0. And we got some good 44%ers and stuff.
Is there a junk one in here I could try to scoop real quick? See if it does it or not?
I mean, yeah, I've got, there's like the very smidgen of an edge right there. That's 100% inert.
I got you.
Do you want me to drop you guys off and then I can just scoop and then
That works for me.
Well, what I would say, Maverick, is we're gonna stick in the mole here. I'm just getting the last couple of scans on the subfragments since that's like the slowest part.
Yeah.
We know what the high value stuff is. We can scoop as a group, and that's actually gonna be faster. So we'll get the rest of your hold filled really quickly.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
And then,
It worked for me.
okay. Then once you're full, then you can take off to the refinery after dropping us off. Proto and I will probably go and scoop the rest of the queue here, and then top off with whatever from the gold and Bexalite rocks around.
That you now have
After we scoop these, we're gonna have to get to a refinery pretty quick, though, right? For the Quantanium.
Yeah, we've got
20 minutes?
we got 25 minutes. If we're going to Crew L1, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I would say don't go through a jump point and try and refine over. And but I mean, honestly, like you might be able to make it all the way out to Mike L2 as well. But
Yeah, I was going from Pyro 5 to Checkmate without issue.
we can, if we want to work on the right rocks, that one's titanium. Did you get that all handled over there, Maverick?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them ready to go.
That's bad.
Okay, cool. And everything else will be solo manageable, right?
Yeah. There is... Yeah, everything else should be good to be soloed.
Okay. Let's head back over. We got a couple of rocks that were in-betweeners. Beyond that 75k. We can go work those.
Is the other mole? Someone sidetracked. I had a phone call.
They're still coming back.
Just got to Crusader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were sub 5 minutes on that other mole.
Proto's got to head out in like 20 minutes for Easter festivities. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
Spetter.
Point your laser at the 75k.
Okay, it's up this way. But hold tight. I'm gonna look at these other rocks in this group. Okay, this is only 22% Terranite. I think we should not worry about it. But actually, let's work it. Probably be able to maybe
Put it in the middle.
yeah.
Two can do it.
Bring it a little closer, and Proto, if you can help with the first break.
Yep.
So closer, closer. We'll see if we can do it with just the two. Bring us down a little bit. And about 5 more meters in. And Proto, bring it up to 100%.
100.
Okay, it's not getting a wiggle. Now this is only 22%. Maverick, if you want to come down and do the first break, I would say let's not process the whole thing, but 30,000 mass at least to have it ready to go if we get a good break on the Terranite. Might be something somebody could fill up with. Yeah, the Drake Vulture also bought the Fortune. No need for both. Yeah, I should swap the ship with another. I like the Vulture a lot better than the Fortune. Okay. Red's going 100%. You're drifting there, Proto.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Noob.
Okay, I'm at 100%. Looks like, yeah, we're good
I got
here.
power.
You're running power?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. So we have everyone else is staying consistent, fixed power levels. We have one person that's actually adjusting their power input to dial. If you have all three people, you're gonna run into like kind of feedback. Yeah, stick with the vulture. It is far superior. All right, good. Did I hear? Let's go ahead and bring it back up and start working on that other cluster. That other couple.
Big rock.
Yeah. We had a whole bunch of really good rocks there. But yeah, let's go for the big one first. And Jada, I think Jada's good where he's at. Perf, let's do the 75k mass first. And then if you wanted to stick around, I could potentially help in one of your laser turrets. Bring us in closer.
I can hop in one of his turrets if need be.
Closer, and here's right good.
Just be careful, because my 2 are helixes.
Okay. We're gonna start everybody at minimum laser power. So get in position. Get at minimum. I'll do callouts. And Perf, I think we'll have you do full power first.
Okay, give me a minute. I'm sitting standby on another helix, but I
Okay.
won't use it unless I have to.
Okay. So Perf up to 100. Proto to 100. Mav to 100.
100.
Okay, Red's going to 100. We got a wiggle. Okay. Perf, can you give me 50% on second? Yeah. Okay, there we go. And Red will go for it. There we go.
Well, I'm at 0. Let me.
Okay, no manage. It's good. We're good.
Okay.
Hold her steady. Red's got power.
Steady.
Okay. We are in the tuning zone. Proto, bring it down by 10. We're good.
Not gonna lie, that's the coolest shit watching from above.
All right. Good work, folks.
Nice.
Betting that some of these are going to be impossible too.
Yeah, maybe. But they will be of a mass
but
that we
have
could
them
do
all.
with a double. Okay, we got 11% gold there. There is a lot of crap to sort through, so just waiting on scans.
I'm not moving.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we should do a run of just the non-quant and then come back for the quant.
Yeah, I could sit here and wait.
Yeah.
How to work that.
60% gold right here. Proto, can I get an emotional support laser on this?
Copy.
That is the tiniest sliver. Okay, give me another 10%.
Copy.
Do you want one more emotional support?
Yeah, actually yours does really well. I'm back down to minimum. Proto, can you let's have you hold off on yours. You work another rock here. That way we don't have all, like, 3 is okay, but you should be able to. All right, bring your power down to like 50. Okay. That was still very slim. That's why I like the Hofstede. I go triple Hofstede on all my moles.
I have a Hofstede, but will that increase the instability?
It will, and right now it's a little challenging. But we're good. The optimal charge window is so narrow, I'd be really worried about. Okay. Done. Good. Okay. 42% gold over here.
I have 1 Hofstede and 2 Helix. I want them.
Yeah. Keep it at minimum. That's Perf who's scooping, right?
Yeah, I'm just grabbing anything that's not quant.
Okay, cool. I mean, honestly, it would take us 4 or 5 trips to get everything scooped up.
Wait, this was a
New
gold one
follower.
anyway, wasn't it?
Welcome to the
Yeah,
Red
it was.
Legion.
Yeah.
Dwayne G93, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Adjacent Pixels, thank you for the follow.
You could do the 4 to 5 trips. We got 2 moles for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say
New
it's still
follower.
at 20%.
Welcome to the Red Legion.
Oh, Baksu. Bakuso, thank you for the follow there. So, I do this Sunday morning mining section every week, starting at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, because time zones are weird, right? And people complain like Mountain Time seems like it's just made up, which I agree. It's weird.
Back.
All right, you missed it. We did so good. We got some rocks out here. I'm gonna try something. I refine all. So the new minables, Rixite and Styleron
They're
for
out
ores.
delivery.
Those are only in Pyro. Yeah. So we were able to do it with vehicle tractor beams, but yeah. I don't. I refine all. And the main reason why is because if I'm getting pirated, I want them to be able to...
The rocks.
Yeah, I tried a little bit. It might work with like the 315p tractor beam and the vehicle based, but... Alright, I see gold. Are we... Maverick? Let's do this. I think we've broken all of the rocks that need help with the first break. Okay?
Yep.
Let's you and the crew that we have right now have you hover over to that Quantanium rock. We'll grab the juiciest bits first.
Yeah. And then...
Yeah, over this way. This one. So, there was a couple of 30% and 40%ers. We're getting closer.
Get a little bit of height.
Yeah.
So that we can see the difference.
Yeah, good. And then if you pitch up about 15 degrees, that'll be perfect. Okay, good here. So, be selective right now, Proto, but if you find a 30% Q or better, go ahead and scoop it. I get some 46s.
So 40 or higher. Okay.
Yeah. And I may point them out if I see them. That's a 46 if you want to grab it.
I'll do that again. Okay.
And these two that are on top of each other, they're 30s. And it should go pretty quick. We gotta be careful that we
24 minutes.
stop. Yeah, it starts right at 25. 35, 26, and 20. when we get the alert that we're full, which should happen pretty quickly, then immediately stop collecting and we'll get set down. Cool. Okay. So, Jada, if you want to pop onto the ground, I'll get into my prospector.
You guys can still run out the front of the mine.
Yeah, I switched back to my Gladius a while ago.
Okay. So, back out of your mining turret, and then what we'll do is either we can wait at the elevator, or I can just like walk off the front here.
Yeah, you can just.
So.
I'll position it so that it's good.
Okay. And Proto, if you wanted to scoop up the rest of the queue here, in your prospector, take that back with your run. I'll stay on site just to ensure we're getting collected. And what happens here, Maverick, is so usually we do a full crew split. Now you were partially full to start.
Yeah.
So if you want to give like maybe 3 shares to 2 for us.
Both out? Okay.
Yeah, so you'll take 3 shares for the whole split, and then 2 for Proto and 2 for I.
Okay.
I won't take a finder's fee on yours because I did help with the crew to work. Oh, did I get into yours?
I was gonna say, I think
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
wrong.
I was like, oh, there's a green one and the other one. All right.
Yeah.
It's okay. I just don't know which ship is mine. And nothing is... There we go. I'm trapped.
Oh boy.
We're good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Already late, sorry.
Yeah. Just a minute.
I'll shoot you a friend invite.
Yeah, Perfect Norm Beast.
Yeah, so when I'm refining, I refine everything, including iron and quartz and all the other crap. The main reason why is because if I ever get pirated, I want them to have to sort through that junk too. But it's also like you're already paying, like you've already done the work to get it there. It's not huge profit margin for it, but it covers fuel. I've got no concern with the extra capacity. Like that's not a problem for me. Make sure you join the Regalith session. And same deal over there, Proto. Just best rocks you find in that group. You can be a little selective. And I'd say go to Crew L1 for the refinery for you.
Copy. Oh, first one, 44% font. Nice.
Get 'em. This was a really, really good cluster. Okay, biomes. You bought the Golem starter pack. Number 1, get the get the surge module. That's gonna help increase your laser power short term for the first breaks. Also biomes, if you wanted to, exclamation point Golem, Golem, in chat. It'll link both to my review of the Golem as well as like an hour and 15 minutes long, like new player friendly, like your first time in the verse. Hour and 15 minutes of using the Golem, kind of my recommendations and surveying and stuff. So it's very newcomer friendly.
I don't know. Like if you have your own prospector, might have more fun in that. Otherwise, you can hop on my ball.
Well, it's probably easier for me to jump on your ball. I haven't done mining in a long time.
Okay. I'm doing an order. Jump to Perf Beast 2.
Okay, how do I find the rocks or on what
sir.
planet? The system that I'm using is called reglyph.rocks. And if you look just from the home page, right, you can see, right, refinery orders and such.
Awesome, guys. I am done scooping. I'm going to head out to Coral 1. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, Proto.
Red, thanks for hosting this.
Yeah, have a great one. So, under the data, you can go to ore types by location.
Mole's safe and sound.
And if you just want the S tier, you can deselect all this, right? A tier.
New subscriber.
Go for
Welcome
the
to the
higher
Red Legion.
percentage here. But I really like Selen. Selen's got a really good combination. Now, the advanced stats will give you some additional details, right? So for Selen,
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
thank you for the tier 1 sub and soft internet. Appreciate the follow. So, a couple of things on the rock mass. So, it's got the median rock mass as well as the minimum and maximum. Selen has a good median, about 5k. Basically, 50% of the rocks are going to be 5k or lower, and that's really reasonable for a ship like a Prospector or a Golem. Well within your range. If you look at like Pyro 1, that's a median mass of 9.4k. We see others like Lyria at 3.5. I mean, 7.3 at Daymar, that's still pretty good. But you get up into the 9,000, 10,000, like that's where half of the rocks are going to be more than what you can do solo. You can look at your Quantanium and your other tier A. Then in Pyro, you get these additional materials, Styleron and Rixite. One thing I really loved about Pyro is this bloom. You've got the Obituary Station right above bloom. The rock mass is about 5.1k. You got good Quantanium, although Styleron and Rixite don't show up there. But it's really easy to go down to bloom, find a couple rocks, get them broken, fill up, and it's like orbital marker
Beast
jumps,
2, if you
maybe,
jump,
to get
that one is
to the
holding
orbital
spot.
station.
The mole is currently doing a refinery run.
That's my recommendation. If you go on Pyro. Now, you can also do Pyro 4 if you don't mind a little bit of a travel to one of the refinery stations.
My mole when we did that Quantanium rock.
Yeah, Ruin Station on Terminus is also pretty good. My problem with Terminus is that you've got a bunch of the gemstone deposits.
8 minutes.
Yeah, that's got a good Terranite rock here. So Regolith.rocks has those charts. What we're doing today is I'm doing a lot of survey. A lot of survey details. Entering that because all of the data that's in that table, it's all generated by miners that are playing the game. Fenrir, I actually have a video about it. Exclamation point Golem, Golem. My video running through the details of the ship. Oh, there's Ray Chaser. So I've got a 10-minute video reviewing it, and then an hour and 15 minutes actually using it from like a very brand new player's perspective. Okay. Red's waiting on site. Jada, you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Oh, Perf Beast 2 is here as the
Yeah, he's a marker.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm a placeholder.
So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop the rest of this queue here, and then start working on the filling up the remainder. I'll do a quick refinery run since it's working for me. I am scanning everything since it takes a little bit of time, and I can just it remembers.
I split the shares in percentages, right?
No, just shares. You can do. Let me show you how that.
Equal share, and then what do I do for that?
So when I'm going through and placing an order, right?
Yeah.
So you do the equal share, and the value there for yourself, I would put 3, right? And then
okay.
you can add a 2 and whatever, and that will kind of do a weighted value for the rest. Okay.
So you and Protostar would be 1 if
Yeah.
I'm 3, right?
We would do a 3 to 2 is what I was gonna say.
3 to 2. Okay.
Yeah, just because we got the Quantanium, which is gonna be a lot more valuable than most of what you had. And
Yeah, I
yes,
was just making sure I'm putting it in right.
when we've done our big org mining day where we did bag swaps and one person did all the refinery orders, this is kind of how we managed it. I basically took the entire sum for the whole day, and at certain points, like every hour that people were working, they got 1 share towards the pot. And so at the end of the day, I did the full refinery order, at the end. So I was putting in sub refinery orders, and I just did a manual final sale price at the end. That was then how we did the splits for that whole group. And
reminds me of my old Eve mining fleet manager days.
yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, right? Aren't you excited about that? Okay. Not a whole lot of Q left over here, so... %. That's terrible. Okay, 17%. $18. Okay. Scooping this, we got time that will be... Oh, a little hidden rock. It's gonna be 80% Q. Just watch. 28. I'll take it. Yeah, like a clock in, clock out feature. Ray Chaser. Something like that. Ooh, a little sliver right there too. Yeah, if you guys
New subscriber. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Schwartz, thanks for the sub.
New subscriber. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Jan Robert Iverson, thank you for the sub as well. Alright, so we got our Quantanium. I'm just looking at our good filler. I'm at 26 SCU, so... Come on. Scan, baby, scan. Backslide, that's terrible. Run back to the refinery and then get back to our surveying. And Bexalite. Okay, 100% Bex. I love it. That should fill us. Hey-oh! Okay, red is refinery bound. So, for those new to the channel, I talked about this a little bit, but I'm Red Monster SC. I live stream here on Twitch and YouTube. I make YouTube tutorials on mining stuff. I've got a refreshed series I'm working on now. But
busy enough that
I run the
lost my
Red
hanger.
Legion org in Star Citizen as well as on Discord. And yeah, we're an industrial focused group.
New follower.
So,
welcome to the Red Legion.
we do mining, we do salvage, we do some cargo logistics, and like running events like the Hathor mining platform.
Glory to the Red Legion.
Thank you for the 3-month sub there, Dingbat. But yeah, so I do a Sunday morning mining session every week. It's open to all skill levels. I just ask you to be in Discord and communicate with us there as we are getting, you know, getting the cats herded, right? But we do a combination of, like, well, we've done geomining the last few weeks over in Pyro. We do these group operations with security teams, other logistical support, and we make sure that everybody gets paid.
Station ASOP, and it now shows it's destroyed.
Oof.
Did you wait 30 seconds before going to your hangar?
No.
So, is there any point in adding the power coolers to the rock, or do they make a difference?
I needed to.
I haven't really seen any difference there. Samurai G22, thank you for the follow. So I stream on Sunday mornings for the mining session. Friday nights we do org stuff. I do some variety stuff in the middle of the week. But
Don't do anything. Go back to the station ASOP.
Let's see.
Spawn your hangar, and sometimes it will store it without destroying it.
Yeah, I haven't pushed any buttons yet. I'm doing exactly that just to see if this says anything different.
So
Should I pull a different ship? Oh, now it says claim. Should I pull a different ship and then come back to it? I think that might fix it.
no, once it's destroyed. Yeah, once it's destroyed, it's not coming back. What I have been doing is, yeah, pulling a sacrificial ship and getting into your hangar.
Yeah, I'll do that from now on. All these little things.
But yeah,
I'll do it this way.
The other thing you can do, pull the ship, then store the ship, and then go to your hangar and pull it from your hangar.
His is destroyed though. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, see, my hangar disappeared, so I pulled it.
Yeah.
To the hangar, but it destroyed. All right. Well, it's a 4-minute claim time. It's not the end of the world. Let's buy a burrito.
volume back up.
Next, if you go to your alternate account, you can see a super rare ship.
What you got?
The Mustang Origin.
The Mustang Origin?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm super confused.
You mean the Mustang Omega?
Omega, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
I don't fly this ship often, but I love it.
Nice. Should I tell him, chat?
Your vehicle has been moved to a storage facility.
So I have almost 2 million. Should I get a prospector or get a cutlass black and get a small mining vehicle to do mining first? Save a light mining. You rent a prospector. I will show you exactly where to do it. I got the Mustang Omega he's talking about, but I also have an even more rare Saber Raven.
Everybody their payment now, so I don't forget.
So Raccoon Sane will come over here.
Game just crashed.
It may take a while to learn Horn Solo, but the good news is if you wanted to get in with a group, we have a very newcomer friendly Discord server, the Red Legion. More than happy to get you involved. Also, I just posted, if you type exclamation point Golem, I posted a kind of walkthrough. I've got a review video that's a shorter one of the Golem mining vehicle. Or you could watch, there's an hour and 15-minute long new player guide. supposed to go mining in Pyro with my Geo today. So, Raku. I'm at Crew L1. Okay, I went to the refinery deck. We're gonna walk across here to the service area. Yeah, I made that video. Exclamation point Golem, Golem, or just exclamation point YouTube. So normally when we do the refinery orders, we'll go up here, but this mining support center, Raku, you can come in here. This is where you're gonna buy mining stuff, but they've got it hidden back here around the corner. Okay, the equipment rentals. Okay. You have a couple of options. First, you can rent a Cutlass Black. You can rent a Cutlass Black, and you can take out a Grey Cat Rock, which is your gemstone mining buggy, right? So Cutlass Black and a Grey Cat Rock, one option. For a little bit more, you can rent
Formula 1 race.
the Misk Prospector and give that a try for 1 day. But everyone actually right now should have access to the Misk Prospector to try out for free. Okay. So, Raku, double check that you have access to the ships. If not, check the freefly on the RSI website and make sure you've got the code or whatever for the to activate it. You cannot swap the mining lasers from your Mobiglass app, but if someone has a donor laser, and the fact is the Arbor laser is more than capable. Okay. Got my Misk Prospector here. Setting up the work order.
I don't have anything to classify as medium.
A lot of stuff here. So 25 hours. We're gonna go ahead and set up this ship mining order.
A sacrificial medium. It's a minute and a half.
Okay, we're gonna go through the window here. Star Citizen. Okay. Yeah, you click the fly for free button on the website, and that'll give you access right off the bat. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna use that. This is 138,000 credits, which isn't bad, right? So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna save this. The order is entered. Confirm. And now in a day and a half ish. Yeah. Good. You can also sell the raw ore right here. If you've got a vehicle, it'll recognize it. You'll get half of the value, essentially. Right? Right now all I have is the fuel. So. But yeah. Clicking the fly for free. There's somebody else out there in their Artemex suit running up to place their order. I apologize. I'm doing a lot of stuff today. Having a hard time keeping up with chat. We're at 51% hydration. So before I come out, I'll hit the hangers and habs. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Mm-hmm. So I saw the funniest thing. I was watching Dad Bod Nerd yesterday during his birthday stream. And I was watching on mobile, but like there was some like screen graphical issue, whatever. I was just like, well, whatever. So,
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
He had set himself up with a line on his stream. Just had one horizontal line that looked like it was a graphical issue and was driving people crazy.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following
And toggling it off and on.
New subscriber. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Presnick Simon Shipper, thank you for the YouTube sub.
Beast, he's still there?
So I pulled my sacrificial ship on the rock cluster.
No, I was just seeing if Beast was here or if he was
Oh,
HK.
gotcha.
He's getting his sticks today.
Ooh. Yeah, probably need to get your orders in before all the tariffs take effect. Bolthergrim Hanks. Okay, yeah. UEX Corp will include those. I pulled the sacrificial ship.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
So it's storing that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just...
Kinda sticks.
I think you got the. It's not any of the big. It's not Verpal. It's not VKB. It's the.
Dressmaster ones.
Yeah, those new ones.
Yeah, interesting. I've heard a little bit.
Heard good things about the new Thrustmaster SROs.
They've just got such a bad reputation because the T-16,000s or whatever were just a notorious pile of garbage. Like, legitimately, the one I used for 4 weeks before it started failing is sitting back on my shelf, and it's been there for 4 years. So.
Interesting. I know a friend, he's had T6000Ms, and it lasted like 2 years.
Yeah.
The stick company I'm really actually disappointed with was Mad Cats.
Oh, dude, yeah.
They just, like, when they got bought out, their quality just tanked. They
I'm only
had their
at
top of the line ones
49%
around when the
nutrition.
first Warthog released, and I got that, and I had to return it within 2 days because it broke, and then I bought the Warthog.
See how much this does. Nothing there.
I'm
I've
wondering
got
what
the
life cycle will be for those
MREs.
new, Thrustmasters.
Yeah. Has Thrustmaster talked about their impact with tariffs or anything?
Don't they have overseas manufacturing as well as American manufacturing?
Maybe.
I don't think they'll be really affected by tariffs because of that.
So, I've got this Moz ready to eat chicken patty dinner. Got 3 of them. It was in my hand, but I could not eat it.
I just I go for the cruise. That's all I do.
I grabbed the cruise locks. 2 of them.
Yeah, I grabbed water. I really do need to grab. Yeah, my helmet's...
I'm not looking forward to the day when they actually fix that.
Yeah, you do get more thirsty, but I've got 2 water bottles. I didn't get the cruise. Yeah, no, I'm used to just taking the helmet off and on. We're good there.
Okay.
We'll deal with it.
Headed toward yellow.
Okay.
How's Perf 2 doing? Oh, I'm good. Wait, is that the actual AMD one?
Oh yeah.
The Omega.
Nice.
Beast, you're back.
That's an old ship there.
Which sticks did you get, Beast?
The new Soul R's.
It's old, but it's quick.
Yeah.
It scares me. Absolutely scares me, that thing.
We get an unboxing and review video as well. Or at least like a full write-up on how you like them.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
do you
tell
just
what, I'll try and get even lease to do a 10-minute or less on it.
Cuts their own. Do you think we'll be getting jettisonable ore pods
reviewing
soon?
sticks would be
I mean,
tough. You're just
jettisonable.
mad the first day that
You
get
can
anyways.
detach them.
To relearn how to fly.
Okay, I'm jumping to perf norm 2.
That was odd. So I jumped, and then perf norm 2 just instantly appeared in my mold once I got on scene.
What the turd?
Yeah, I just realized he disappeared.
Yeah, I'm flying down to you though. Yeah, that was crazy. Once I got on scene, it's like,
It will not work unless you're
Game thinks, no,
actively
you're supposed to be up
in a warning state. I'll demo.
Oh, dude, this thing is snappy.
Yeah.
Do we have a little bit of Q still left over there?
Let me double check.
Because I'm gonna take a little sacrificial sip.
There are still rocks over here. I do not know what their quantities are, though.
Okay, no problem. Yeah,
Got
so,
panthers on it, or what are the size
but it doesn't
twos?
jettison the pods, it jettisons the pod's
I think
contents.
they're size 1. Because it's technically a racing ship, so they're generally size 1s.
Switching over here, just because we are getting into our mining.
okay, Yoda, let you jump in the port side laser. That's the Hofstede. It's the only one it's the primary one I use to break. Let me take off. Okay, now you can jump in it. I'll get in the starboard, but I'll only extract unless I'm absolutely needed for braking. But I don't think I will be.
Or it is.
Switching over to this
Oh,
camera for a
there's a
minute.
bunch of rocks over here. You gonna scoop them up, perf?
If there's still
Yeah.
Q,
Yeah,
I want a little sliver of Q before.
I was just working that gold one.
Sorry.
Does this one have an interior like the other ones, or no?
Most of the other ones don't.
I thought the Mustangs did have an interior.
I think it's just like one of them has a.
Do our final approach down here.
It's like the beta, the Gamma has something. Everything else doesn't.
That's cinematic as.
The whole thing's snappy. Yeah, it looks like size 1s.
So we talking rare ships.
We need that.
Yeah, that Mustang.
Yeah. So I run the Saber Raven Owners Club.
Is that the Intel Saber?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not only that, I've got an autographed poster from the entire development team who's worked on it.
That's pretty cool.
And I have a fab wafer for the same technology that hangs on my office wall up here, actually. If you're watching on stream, it's right there. I'm behind some of my camera stuff right now.
There's still lots of rocks over at that one big deposit.
How's your distance, Yoda? You're overcharging that.
Yeah, it kicked up pretty quickly. My bad. Sorry.
Okay. Once it does that, just turn off the laser and hope it dies down.
I barely need to put any power into it. That was the strange thing.
So I'm gonna find a rock with just the smallest sliver of quantanium in it. Okay. Yeah.
How's
one
your
was like,
distance? Are you close to optimal?
Yep.
yeah, 0.57. Normally you wouldn't even touch this. I've got to break it to scoop. So you are able to jettison as long as your timer is outside that, you know, in the warning zone. We'll show that. Okay.
The cutoff is like 20-25%, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So if it's less than that,
It's 1.13% Q, and this is going to be like nothing.
so that one was an 11% rock, but hopefully you get some good breaks out of it.
0.16. The smallest portion of Q you could possibly get. 0.1%. Okay. 0. Just look at this. 0.00.
What's our main focus?
Okay.
What's that?
What's our main focus for rocks, or are we just grabbing anything?
Gold, Terranite, Bexlite.
Okay. You guys good with the rest of this group? I'm gonna continue my surveying.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got 25 minutes on that timer. I'm gonna just head over, find some rocks. Right, we got 6 kilometers here at 9,000. Do you use straight out the surge? So I got the surge in case I need to break something that's a little bit beyond my regular capabilities. I don't use it all the time,
It's been way too long.
but
I'm pretty
for the
sure
prospector
everything's
Hofstede.
changed since the last time I was mining.
Yeah, we got 5 rocks and an atacama. Red's back to surveying right now, so I'll let you know. And I'm gonna mark this as working/depleted. Okay, ship mining cluster. So again, this is the relit.rocks
You need me to
tool.
get a little closer to that Bexlite, Yoda?
No, it
Okay.
still says I'm in the green.
Okay.
34, 122, 31%. We have gold at 34%. I've got a 34% gold, 100 SCU over here already in the first rock I scanned. So if you want to come my way.
On your way. My way, yes.
I'm there.
Might need to go a little bit closer.
Okay, turn off your laser while I move, because I'm gonna yaw as well.
357, 22, 268, 16% Bex. Okay, good. Yeah, so what steps I do first? I ensure that my laser is powered up and 100%, and if I'm not getting any wiggle, or if I'm getting like the sliver of a wiggle but it's not sustaining, then that's when I activate the surge. To activate it, you just Alt-1. I do it while I actually bring it down to about 80% and then ramp up to 100 once I confirm I don't like completely overcharge the rock, because the surge does decrease resistance for the rock. 7359, 36%, 5694, Bexlite at 33.3, titanium there. David on YouTube asking, what are the 6 ships from the free flight? I think it's the Arrow, the Cutter, the C1, the Prospector, the Fortune, and one other, the Corsair. So the Arrow is a nice little light fighter, kind of nimble.
Oh god.
The Cutter is a starter ship, very much Space Winnebago style. Let's see. The C1 is a little cargo hauler. It's got some decent capacity. And a nice like ship design too. Okay, we got what, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Red, I might need a lift.
What's up? Oh.
I fell through my ship.
Did you sprint down the ladder?
Nope. It just went down the ladder. And it...
Okay. Let me finish surveying and I'll see what I can do.
I just thought I just saw you start moving and I was like,
Yeah.
We could sneak underneath. I could probably hit the elevator from the passenger door.
I was gonna try and just use my my landing gear to bring your ship down.
That might work.
Oh, dude, 24% Quantanium on 14 SCU.
I'll let you break that one that I was trying to break, Yoda, and I'll just extract.
Okay.
Yeah, this laser's a helix, and like even at my lowest setting, it was rising pretty quick.
Hey, Gawotha.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Okay. Maverick, I am gonna be attempting to bring your ship down. Okay. It looks like it might be working.
Yeah, you're moving.
Slide a little bit further back. Don't mind this, just regular Sunday morning activities. Kavotha's just over there creeping like a weirdo. Not something you see every day. I need to see how this looks from your perspective. Okay. Still going. Still going. Yeah, this is how the Drake Golem happened. Neither Misk or Argo wanted the product of this.
And somehow a 32 SU container, or 216 SU containers came out of it.
No, let's just say it wasn't a happy pregnancy. We're getting closer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, leveling it out a little bit.
I'll go underneath it and see if I can, when I can lower the elevator.
Sorry, that one jumped super quick.
Yeah, no problem.
A little bit closer, please.
I'm so... That's... Okay, elevator's lowering. You should be good there. Good.
Haha.
Ah! I'm getting squished under my own ship. Okay, I'm in.
All right. Another Red Legion rescue.
Oh. Apparently. Oh, now that elevator elevator's coming down again.
Yeah, sometimes the elevator does a double take. All right, I'm heading off to the next group. You guys are working this one?
You got this one, Maverick? Did you successfully make it back into your ship?
How do you get the free fly? So on the Robert Space Industries website, well, first off, if you haven't got one yet, pop in with an account. You can enlist. You could use my referral code if you want. Not a requirement. If you already have an account, that's fine. Then on the RSI homepage, they will have the banner for the free fly. You can learn more and then click fly for free. Clicking the button activates the ships on your account.
We're going to be on this file for a while.
So
there were a lot of big rocks. Or good rocks, whatever.
okay, Maverick, you're working that one. I'm gonna start surveying the next one.
Are you all good, Matt?
There is a couple impossible rocks here.
Sounds like a challenge.
I think it's this one right here.
And just as far as the time check, guys, because it's Easter and I will have a hard cutoff in about just under an hour. So
Yeah, same. Maybe 2 if I push it, but yeah.
oh, 48,000 mass, 140 SCU. We've got 20% gold. It has laranite. I'm very disappointed. Okay.
Okay, Yoda. I don't see anything else on there. Did you? Worth extracting?
Did this already have...
Titanium.
Yeah, I don't care about it. Only Bexlite, Terranite, and gold.
This one looks like we may have already been here. Yeah, there's little fragments here.
Which one do you need help with, Maverick?
The one right in front of me. Oh wait, no, this is titanium. We don't want that one. I think there's one.
There we go.
Also,
So I've got the alert.
right. I'm just looking at the other ones. Well.
Okay. So previously I did not have...
Quantanium rock.
what do we
The
have?
one that I'm gonna need help with.
Gold. Okay, so I've got a 48,000 mass. It's only 20% gold. And then a 29,000 mass laranite, which, yeah, I think I'm going to just leave this one. So, I am in the 12-minute warning time period.
I won't need help with any of them. I'm looking at
and now the jettison cargo button is there.
red scans.
So if I jettison now,
The one that's
done.
too big is just titanium. Oh, it's titanium gold. Yeah, that will be a good one. Never mind.
Okay. I'm going to be working my way towards the ring, heading southward. Just so we don't get... It looked like one of those rocks had already been worked a little bit, so...
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Alabama
Yeah.
Dirt Farm.
That one's
Thank you for the follow.
titanium gold.
This is titanium gold? Okay.
Yeah, this one. 34 gold.
Kind of rotating left, rotating right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, there's a little on this pile. Vex light. You gotta.
Which one? Sorry.
About 9 kilometers. That is 10,000 mass. This one I think is going to be gemstones. Hasn't
Yeah,
resolved yet.
This isn't.
Yeah,
Solo obsidian. Never mind.
So you're good with that one, Maverick?
It's impossible for me.
Okay. Solo obsidian. We're going to save that. I'm going to just write to abandon. It's not worth. Okay.
There's a couple other good Vex light.
Solo over here as well.
That bottom right one had a little bit. Bottom left one.
It's a nice deposit. Must resist urge to dad joke.
Just let me know if you need me to move or anything.
That one there has a bit of Vex on it.
Okay. Well, go ahead and crack whatever. I mean, or extract. You can extract too. Like, it's just that.
Yeah.
My.
Switch to the extraction mode.
I thought somebody said Alt left click. I have mine mapped to right click.
Hey, thanks, Wistep. All right, 27% gold, 36 SCU.
I'm at full power on this one, Maverick.
The link, so exclamation point regolith has that my video. If you go into the about and get help, it's right here.
You're not denting it.
So yeah, there's that. So regolith is about tracking your mining sections. So we're putting in survey data, right? So these are all the rocks we've found. It estimates the value for every rock and then lets people track where they're working, you know, share who found it. You know, we had a group here. This cluster had huge rocks like this Quantanium rock.
Entire time. It looks like it's not moving.
32,000 mass, 20% Quantanium.
Power at full power, so.
Give me a second. Let me get a little bit closer.
It is not one of my products. It's Raychaser42 who developed it. And yeah, about Relith Co. So Raychaser, he's
Go
from
ahead
United
and,
Earth Mining
hop out
Corp.
of your laser. I'm
That's
gonna land.
one of the largest mining orgs
Perf 2
in Star Citizen.
and go back to station.
And then yeah, I've provided some support. Obviously, I've done videos about how to use it. I approached Raychaser when 4.0 was coming out, and it was clear that we were losing access to the client-side data. Yeah, recommended, you know, kind of we talked through how a survey core might be. Oxid, yeah, you can try mining with the freefly right now. So exclamation point freefly in chat, and it'll pull a link over for how to get there.
Oh, really? It's your first time?
You can get the ships to access.
To the right side of the elevator, there's a ladder.
Rushby, where do rent? So, we're in a session right now. We've been entering all of the survey results.
I'm at full power.
Okay.
If nobody wants this rock, Red's gonna go ahead and abandon it. It's
I'm
only
sitting on it as well.
63k. Okay, you're there.
Yeah, I'm 1k out from you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still working that huge.
Okay, I'm gonna mark it as needs workers if you want to mark that you're here. And I've got another cluster to head off to. Off right. Yeah, it's out here. Okay.
Yeah, this one isn't going to move even with the helix.
They do not. All of the data we're providing right now on these surveys, that's being aggregated by Regolith.
Yeah, if you have a surge.
But it is a very awesome tool.
I don't know if there's something I'm supposed to sign into externally, so I'm just here for the experience.
There's no API for Star Citizen data right now. It would be really, really nice if they did.
Yeah, I just need to remember. I'll write down somewhere, like on this.
Instability aggravates.
That's how far I got with the surge.
That was
Okay.
pretty close. We're holding it, so if we can get into the optimal with one more surge.
Red's got another jackpot Quantanium rock. 102 SCU, 42% Q, with a titanium base, so it's a 38,000 mass.
So we're just gonna abandon this one. Use just that.
Yeah, come hang out on this, baby.
Here we go.
No.
What's the timeout on the screen share?
You can do it.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, Quantanium still has a 25-minute timer. It used to be 15, it's now 25. This is a 1,000,000 credit rock. I've got 5 others I'm scanning as well, but yeah, when folks have a ship they want to bring over.
Yeah, I think we just call this impossible there, Kavotha.
Do you need another rock? I can come over with a prospector. Is it high value?
No, it's just that 34% gold.
I mean, I can come back with the prospector and do it. Jada's gonna come over and mark this group.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come. I can hit it with a surge as well, if that helps.
Yeah, I think what we really need is just one more laser on it, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I give me 2 minutes and I'll be there.
Awesome.
I'm just scanning everything here.
Once I get this broken, I can head over to where Jade is at.
Okay. What are you in?
Is it still worth doing Band 5 space
minimal.
asteroid mining?
Okay. I haven't aimed for specific bands in the belt. What I've looked for is just an area that's a little bit less dense for rocks, so you don't crash into stuff as much. I'm going to mark this as needs workers. The previous one you abandoned. Hey, Moot. Gotcha. So if I'm out of the session, that's what's resetting it. Gotcha. Okay, Jada, confirm you're on site.
Yep.
Okay. So, whoever's got the mole ready to come back. Sorry, I'm trying to do handles as well, but. Okay,
Yeah,
inbound 20 kilometers out. Switch into quantum and get over there a little faster. I have completed my point requirement for the challenge today. So that challenge code is Rockhound.
Band 5 salvaging, and I don't find the rocks
Rockhound.
that close together. I don't know what it's like for mining.
Yeah. We did last week a session out at the Terminus Rings into Ruin Station, and we were finding plenty of panels, and being able to go right back to Terminus and sell there was very convenient. Okay, you guys on the rock, Mav?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
We're both at full, I think, right now. So if you just want to come and go for it.
And neither one of you wanted to jump into the same ship?
We were.
Alright,
He has a
alright.
helix, so.
This is gonna get great. Alright, you guys are currently firing?
Yeah. Oh. Maybe the instability is gonna help.
It might. I'm at 0 right now. Okay. Up to 50. Are you guys seeing it move at all?
Nope.
I'm not.
Okay, 100%. There.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. I'm gonna... yeah, that instability is gonna really take off on us. I can manage power.
I'm ready to just drop power.
Yeah, I can manage power. What might help is instead of dropping power, if you shut off, that brings the instability back down. But only if we get into the danger zone.
And we're good. Awesome.
Another satisfied customer in Stanton. Alright, Jada's parked on that 1,000,000 credit queue. And Red's gonna continue surveying.
I'm gonna head over to Jada.
Okay, I'm... Who?
Gavotha.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I'll pick up these rocks and then.
Okay, so you're heading to Jada. I'm gonna continue my survey. Jada, you make sure those rocks don't move on us, okay?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, just keep them in place.
Let me just go grab my SRV real quick and I'll move that one rock.
Dude, when we get the ability to move surface rocks like that, I am totally making a collection of the greatest rocks we've ever found. Just having like a...
Just like an S.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna be that guy.
Just tow them back to your hangar.
Yeah.
Red Legion is going to have a museum area for Red.
Yeah, no, it's the private reserve of, like, you know, the whiskey barrels that they didn't crack into yet. Saving it for...
Aged quant rocks.
Yeah, aged Quantanium. That will be my specialty. Bro, that's what's gonna hang... Like, I was not sure what I was going to decorate my, my space station's, crow's nest with, but yeah.
Rocks.
Yep.
I love it.
Aged Quantanium. You know, I think what would be really funny is if there is some mechanic in the future where if you attach, like, if you put any mining power, like alien laser power into it, it started an overall timer, like you have an hour. Somebody sneaks in with a hand tool and puts a laser on it. All of a sudden, the space station explodes.
Let's say that.
Yeah, Chris is watching.
Ray Chaser, I have a request. If you're in here and listening, let me know. But I have a request. Just a little thing that irked. Okay. So, when I set up the session details, I defined this as a vehicle mining. I'm actually going to close this. Okay. Since I've only got one rock. When I was in the settings, I defaulted to ship mining. Okay. When I'm in the survey, I don't have the option to add results for anything else. So right now, everything is just your refinery orders. Now the problem is, I found Baradom
Oh,
and
I sent you a
Glackosite.
photo.
I found those as well, and I added them. But it won't let me have the pop-up with the other options. If I could designate the primary activity,
Look
but
at
still
that
have the
mapping,
option,
that custom mapping that they
right?
did. Tell me what you think of it.
So here, right, you kind of do whatever. If this changes to, say, ship mining cluster, or you could hover and then select something else,
I'm not gonna go through
even though
all
you're
the
defined as ship
basics.
mining,
No, that's fine.
still have the option
you don't have to do it.
to
We don't have to
quickly
tell
add
them right
FPS or
just
salvage
sending it to you
if it's
so you
something
know.
that pops up. I think that would help with
I was
data
pretty
collection
informed
and not
by
have to like
file
set the
or
change the settings. Like a minor convenience thing. That's it.
The only change I would make on the basic movement on it is on your left stick. They have
And if you
want
want to clip that,
twist, and then they have thrust forward, thrust back is forward,
that would be awesome.
back is back.
If you need it.
I would swap those.
Or if you got it. Does that make sense?
I would do throttle forward is twisted. Yeah. Oh wait, no, yours is going to be different. We'll have to think. I'll have to think about it. We'll have to talk about it.
Yeah, we can do that later.
Cool.
Bathroom.
Yeah. Also, Ray Chaser, I
Yeah,
applied.
get ready, Beast.
I applied for a
It's
job
going to take some while,
on Friday.
to get used to it.
I figured
For
if I
an
use their
industrial
basic
analytics
setup,
software as a service company.
then I can at least get used to their control setup, how it is, to see, the basics.
The real trick is you're going to find really quickly how your brain's wired. Everybody's going to have a little bit of difference to it.
Red's got another bingo rock. 78,000 mass, 39% gold, 243 SCU total. This is a huge one. Yeah, I would be on the pre-sale solutions consultant side, so lining them up with the right product from the software suite, but...
You trying to hit that quant rock by yourself?
I am.
I'm wondering
Oh,
if
I
we
did it.
abandon.
Dang it.
I'll do a quick scan of that original big cluster file. I think we're just at scraps at this point.
Davey, with how big that is, you're going to need 2 probably fully crude moles.
Hey. Are you trying to give me a challenge?
I'm just giving you a heads up.
Trying to give you a dose of reality there, bud.
But if
We
you
had
want,
a-
you can come right next to me. And
We had
I'll
a
get it.
70,000 that took 5 lasers. Actually, it took 6. The prospector came in.
No, I didn't touch that one, actually.
Really?
That was just perf and perf 2, and then you 3 on the other one.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay.
We're just
I
there
only
for
helped for
intimidation.
the quant rock.
$23.57. Uziel has returned. Greetings. Yeah. Well, and we have gold. Titanium. Gold at 39.97.
Red Legion Rescue.
Hi, Bob. Aurelius? Not if I'm going to sell it. I might do it for
This
practice.
is evil. Put the OM marker. There we go.
Okay. Red needs workers.
On my way.
Okay.
We're working on the quant rock.
Okay. I'm going to pause for a quick bio break. I'll be right back. But I am on that. You guys are working the one that Jada was on, the Quantanium.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna mark that to working. There we
Hey,
go.
Jada,
Be right back.
what? Get in the left side.
Okay.
All right, back. Just waiting on folks to work this.
Let me know when you're on, Maverick.
Come on, you can take off.
Oh, buddy.
All right, Maverick, are you with Beast?
I'm with
Idiot.
Kubota.
Okay.
And
Yes, all
yeah,
three of
Beast
us.
is here. Okay.
Hey, Maggie again. So how do the free
all the
fly
names are
work?
mashed together.
Exclamation point free fly.
Hydrant, you bastard! Hydrant!
So you need to have an account.
Are you?
That's fine.
Get set up with
Yeah,
your
because I'm in the
account.
short one.
Yeah, I'm in the short one. I'm right at
And
the edge
then-
of the danger zone, so we should.
On the on the website, RSI website, they have a banner for the free fly. Click into there, look at it, and then there's a link. You can say, click to or fly for free. Just clicking that link activates the ships on your account. It activates the game access. So those are all options. I want to go ahead and I'm going to land here because I really like what's happening with this backdrop. It's important to stop and smell the roses every now and then, right? And let's come back just a little. Right about there should be. I'm gonna rotate just a little bit here. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate a screenshot every day. I'm using some of the advanced camera controls to position this for those screenshots. There is a another Star Citizen named Hazgaha that has a guide for advanced camera controls that is legendary. CIG Studios has, like, I got to tour in Manchester last fall during CitizenCon. They have 50-something posters and large-scale portraits up on the walls, and like 90% of those are Hazgaha, who is a fantastic one. Yeah. So he does fantastic screenshots. He shows about the advanced camera controls when you're in third person, holding F4. Right, so I'm holding F4. I'm actually gonna show this. So while holding F4, okay, my arrow keys, forward, back, left, and right. Okay, that moves the camera around as if you were just an FPS. Okay, still holding F4. I can hold the number key, and that records this camera angle. F4 and star is to reset, and then if I F4 and just press, it'll go back into that. You can do for all 10 of your num keys. In addition, F4, page up and page down, strafes the camera up and down. Okay, no, taking my hands off F4, holding Z, rotates the camera around where it's positioned currently. So like I can get my ship completely out of frame if I want to just do scenery. Okay. There's that home and end. So it's a little hard to tell specifically what these do unless you really crank it up. But you see here, the ship background gets blurry, right?
New subscriber. Welcome to the
So
Red
home,
Legion.
it creates depth of field. Calciron, thank you for the YouTube sub. So that gives it a little bit, and I'm gonna just come in here. Really gives it a lot of depth of field. And
new follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Clarifies everything. So everything, home and end. Yeah. Freelance dubstep. Thank you there. So now charge bar. So yeah, home and end are there. Plus and minus are to zoom in and out. So I'm backing up. Okay. I kind of have this telephoto view, right? And then it goes to a wide angle. That's the plus and minus. So if you go all the way back out and get a nice flat perspective, and then I'm gonna do depth of field, right? And you see that really gets, right? Everything is there. So if I bring this in, and there's a very narrow window as I'm forward and back where it's not blurry. And you can scale that back a little bit. That's a nice dramatic shot. And if I increase that laser power a little bit, right? Bring down frame a little bit. That is a miner in his happy place. Okay. So, that's a little detail on the advanced camera controls. Go enjoy your screenshots. And let me actually pull up Haskaha. Okay. This website, Star Citizen Advanced Camera Controls, haskaha.com. This is his in-depth guide. He does screenshot contests, all of that. But everything I just showed, right? Camera types, overhead view, profile view. Okay. So, yeah, focal distance, depth of field, forward, backwards, saving. Okay, so it's only 1 through 9. You can tap F4 0. Clears your save views. Okay. And then F4 star. So I'll go post that up in chat for those who want to bookmark it. Let me pull up. Get voice back up for these folks.
Power.
Yeah, same.
Do we need extra?
Well, we need something that's anti-resistance. Yeah, we're gonna need a couple. These quant rocks that are like high yield quant are all like 80 plus resistance.
Okay, I've got the Hofstede, which is a 38%, plus I could do a surge for another 15.
Yeah, Yoda's sitting on a Hofstede as well.
Okay, Maverick, you good on that rock?
Yeah, it should be good here.
Okay, I'm gonna go help them. Yeah, Haskaha is legendary. Actually, he and I toured the CIG studios together and got to see his screenshots going. That was really awesome.
That big rock I do by myself, but I can do a smaller one.
Maggie, yeah, if you're interested, ! Discord to set up with our Red Legion org. Yeah, the good stuff. I'm gonna actually have to get a command in. Tessa D. She had a command when she was still streaming. For the good stuff.
Do you need help with anything while we're here?
Yes.
You want to help us break these quant rocks? That'd be
Yeah, Obaka's. What's
There's
a?
2 or 3 of these in there. We need another laser.
Okay, so Red's coming in to give out the Jada and team. You guys want the emotional support here?
I'm at full power.
Yeah, probably. Alright, come back off full power real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a little wiggle. Okay.
Oh, we're moving now.
Okay. Somebody got a cruise lux on him that I can borrow. I'm down to 24% nutrition.
Yeah, just come aboard the boat.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna just keep it at minimum.
Beast has got power.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. All right. Actually, I am 15 minutes away from having a hard cutoff for the day. Are there additional rocks we need the emotional support on?
Yeah, there's a few of them.
This one right here that we're on.
The 75% or 72%, 5,600 mass?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
It's gonna pop hard.
Yeah. It is desync too. Yeah, we're all dead. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah. It popped. Let's break this last one.
I think you guys busted the server. I can't even call a hanger.
Good. Million credit. Q-Rock will do that. Okay. So let's have the mole, only one of the moles on this one. So, Perf, if you want to pull yours out. Okay. I'm gonna apply a minimum.
So, what are you at, Jada?
30.
Can you go to 100? You're at 100?
100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna dial
But
mine up.
Kuso, if you are finding rocks and you cannot actually interact with them at all, there's no charge level, you don't see scan details,
I'm at max.
that rock's
We're
unscannable.
gonna need
Back away from it, go like 10 kilometers, and then come back into the area, see if you can get it to reload, and sometimes that might trick the server into waking up, seeing the rock again. Okay, Red, go up higher power.
Yes, we're at max.
Okay, that's me at 50.
Control.
Red has control?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, cool. I will take this responsibility seriously. If you shoot at it and it does not, if the stuff just passes right through, then it's unscannable. People say shooting at the rock triggers things. I have never had that work, but I have had some success leaving the area about 10 kilometers away, coming back in. That despawns the rocks, it respawns them, and that has been enough. Keep her steady. Keep her steady.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
My eyes are fixed on that optimal charge window. You can tell because I have my Toby Ghost overlay happening. Oh, a little spicy there, but we are good. Anything else that needs help?
I think we'll be good for the rest of it.
Okay.
Let's try this one right here.
Well, I'm gonna take my emotional support laser and probably head back.
Okay, so you don't need to cruise?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Are you at backs on this one, Jada?
Hang on, I'm gonna switch to the other laser.
Okay, everybody set in their ways with their rocks and the day?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm gonna head over to station and sign out for the day. I've got some Easter time. Gonna hide Easter eggs for my daughter. And then eat some of my leftover hot wings from yesterday, which were phenomenal. Had some of my leftover hot ones sauces I'm gonna be trying through today.
What are you at, KV?
At 100.
Okay, let you come down, I'll go up, and then you can run control.
Yeah, grouped duds are the worst. I agree there.
Okay, I'm down to 50.
Alright, I'm at
Okay.
100.
This is gonna be tight.
Jeez. Come on, Seraphim. I'm gonna pop
Or
CN.
do we want Perf to come over here with a Hofsteed and hit it?
Now we got it.
Dude, right in the middle of all that. And see friends later. She hit 300 eggs. Oh, jeez. So our problem is we also have dogs. So if you hide a bunch of eggs with chocolate and you don't have an exact count of how many eggs you started with, you don't know.
Yeah, once that's broken,
It's like a
I
ticking
think
time
that's the
bomb for your
last
dog.
one. If
So
you guys
we've got
grab
a
all the quant you can hold.
got a dozen little
Just take
miss.
whatever's left.
She's just about 2. So stick around, guys. We are gonna have a raid out to another Star Citizen content creator. I do have my end of stream call outs and stuff. Yeah, I think I may ask Mrs. Red to do that because I get to go play with her in the yard. We're gonna do it inside today. It's been a little cold, but also the dogs would just go crazy with it, and I don't want that type of risk. So I'll be playing outside. Mrs. Red's gonna hide eggs inside, and
Let's just
gonna
scoop
be adorable.
everything, and then we'll see what's left.
For those who are available sometime during this week, I'll try and give like a day's notice or so. I'd like to do a recording session for the Red Legion Rumble promo. That's happening in 3 weeks from today. And for those unfamiliar, it is my annual Demolition Derby tournament in Star Citizen.
Yeah, let us know. I'll help.
Okay.
Yeah.
I applied for Twitch front page for that time slot. So we'll see. See if it comes through. And I am also taking donations for the in-game credit prizes. So yeah, if you have like an extra $500,000 to $5 million to spare, let me know. I'll be able to have some cash prizes and then viewer raffles. So.
I wish. I just gave away $3 million to one of my friends to buy new shit.
Nice. What, like just this week?
Yeah. So I managed to convince 2 of my friends to start playing like 2 days ago.
Nice.
And I bought one of them a Gladius in game.
That's a good one. All right. Well, I'm gonna bounce out of voice, guys. Appreciate it. Looks like we I don't know if all the refinery orders have gotten in there, but we had a pretty good net there. I don't see Jada Beast's orders being set, but
I don't have any orders.
sorry,
No security.
Perf. The other beast.
Yeah, I don't know how to set
Okay.
whatever. I'll pay. I know who I'm paying.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Bouncing out of voice, guys. Have a good one.
See ya.
You're a
So that's mining in Star Citizen. Line that camera up. Yeah, it can be really engaging for a group activity, and pretty profitable. We had 1.1 million gross recorded. There's probably another million or so in process, and like a million from Perf, who is just working on getting those added. Yeah. But a good day. I got my points. So the challenge code is Rockhound. Rockhound. So get that in there. We were doing. I was recording part of the session just to show kind of the regolith.rocks system with the screen capture options, and I'll be putting that into a video on how to do that. The Red Legion, we are working our way up the leaderboards on Regolith, both individually and as an org for the Survey Corps, which is some bragging rights, and I'm a big fan of that. I myself, man, I'm at number 45, position number 45 as of maybe the last update, so we'll see if that changes at all. Red Legion is in 6th place, working our way up, kind of creating some separation. It's gonna be a while before I bump you there, Mike. You're up at 3,900. I'm like halfway. Yeah. So we got some work to do, but nobody's catching up to Warlock. That's crazy. Yeah. So, but yeah, we were going for yellow today because it had a higher result there. So back to the future. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to be doing a stream where we do salvage with the Misk Fortune. I will have some vultures and other stuff on site, but we'll probably do that. We might do the yellow belt, looking for panels there. And then throughout the week, I'm going to be recording, editing, and trying to get my new mining tutorial series out the door. And yeah, I'm excited about that. The core structure, I've got a pretty good plan, and we'll be continuing to modify that, trying to make it so that it's easy to update as future patches happen. And it's going to have kind of the core knowledge base, and then the current loadouts and the current issues, best places to mine type things. Those will rotate on a more frequent basis, where the core knowledge base is more consistent. Yeah. Coming up Friday, we may have a Demolition Derby recording night for the promo. Practicing, getting some of the logistics down. It's something we've run a few times already. Things don't change that much between patches. So, with that being said, I'm gonna hit the end screen. We have family time, right? Meow, and I'm gonna raid out. If you have a recommendation on who to raid, drop their name in chat. I'll give them a quick review, or if it's somebody I'm already familiar with, we'll go show them love. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow night for some salvage. And thank you for the follows there. Freelance Dubstep, Alabama Dirt Farm, Samurai G22, Soft Internet, Bakuso, Dwayne J93, Adjacent Pixels, Shootin' Dirty, Lemonoid, Bellamano, D-Bowl, I Need Space 84, Fenrir, Simon Shipper, Protostar,
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Aurelius Indominus, the Intergalactic Tea House, and Third String Gamer for all the new follows, as well as Greyco right there at the end. We have Dingbat with a 3-month resub, Biomes with a tier 1 sub, Croncy and Salty Mike both doing their rates. Thank you guys so much coming in with their crew. Alto75 with the 5-month resub, Soul Scream 7 with the tier 1 resub, 2-1 sub, Proton Star with the 200 bits to start us off. Thank you guys so much. All right, who are we rating? Who are we rating? Okay. Oh my god, Becky. We're rating Becky. It's my turn to rate her. She's rated very consistently for my Sundays. The most amazing amount of chaos you will ever find. Becky on Blast and Chrome SDK, they do quite entertaining work. So go drop some love for Becky. She might be. We'll do it. She's still up.